logic from him perhaps. It's a good ball. Grayson. It goes to a Ryan. Brilliant save, it's in! Walsh has scored! Leicester City are in dreamland now! Vardy in the middle. This could be a huge moment. Vardy scored! And it's pandemonium in Leicester.
Mahrez with his left, Albrighton with his right. It is Mahrez, it's a good ball in. Morgan's there, it's in! Leicester City score! It is a captain's goal from Wes Morgan, who lifted the Premier League trophy in May. He might have played a big part now in taking Leicester City through to the quarter-finals of the Champions League.
Lift the trophy to the skies. Leicester City are the champions of the Premier League. 5,000 to 1.
Good afternoon and welcome. Good evening, should I say? 5 o'clock. Welcome back to Blue Tinted Glasses for yet another pre-season watch-along. Today we have Leicester City versus Zalaegerszegi. No idea. Oh, if you are from Hungary and you want to come and tell me how to pronounce that, then please do. Please do. I have no idea. But it is Leicester City versus ZTE, I'm going to call them, because that is their short name, ZTE. Obviously, we have the Austria preseason camp. They've crossed the border into Hungary, and this is where we're playing our first preseason game over in Europe. So let us know in the comments what you think to the lineup right here. We're going to talk about it in just a second. This is the starting 11, and as you can see, it is in pink. It is in pink. So let me know what you think to that lineup. I've seen some people online getting a bit upset about it. I don't really understand why, if I'm going to be brutally honest. I don't understand why people are getting upset about a preseason lineup. It is only the third match of preseason. And I don't think we're going to see Marty's first team, preferred first team until Fiorentina, which is in 2 weeks? I think that's the first time we're going to see Marty's one. So yeah, I'm going to wait till then. I'm not too concerned. Get your comments in. This is a very good question. Nelson injured, maybe. Yeah, I mean, it seems that way. He's not in the matchday squad. No other reason really why he would be missing from the squad other than an injury. So yeah. Why do we have Spurs garbage in our CDM? Frankie says it's friendly, so I'm not overly asked about the lineup. Think of it this way. Instead of thinking, what a terrible lineup, why don't you just think about it like we get to see everybody, right? There might be people who surprise you. We're going to see Hamza Chowdhury at right back, where he played, where he featured during his loan spell at Sheffield United, right? So we're going to see him there. Will he invert into midfield? Will he push on, as we saw in Anil's analysis? Will he push on to be higher as a free man? We just don't know. So that is going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to it. I am looking forward to this game, to seeing what the system's like, where players are positioned. We've got Skip and Winks in the midfield there. Will Skip push higher? Will Chowdhury tuck in? Or will Chowdhury be a high fullback? We don't know yet. And we're gonna have a better idea very, very shortly. So there's comments about the pink kit as well, which of course we will discuss. There's not been an updated image yet. There's just the teasers. So when if it is revealed in full, then I'll bring it up. Third kit before the home kit. Looks like my nieces will be raiding my wallet to buy them. I think the home kit will still be out first. I just think they've had to reveal the pink kit now because we're playing against a team whose home kit is blue. ZTE play in blue, so they can't play in blue. The training kit that they have been wearing is blue, so what they're going to use? They've got to use the pink. Cody is captain, thought he didn't even want to travel to get a move done. That's what the rumour had it. Right, let's talk about the lineup. So, as I said, we have Stolarczyk in goal, who many are expecting to be Leicester's number one this season. Hamza Chowdhury, Connor Cody, Wout Faes, and Luke Thomas, the back four. Oliver Skip and Harry Winks in midfield, with Bilal El Khanous ahead of them in the number 10. Casey McAteer on the right, Jeremy Monga on the left, and the striker today is Patson Daka. So let me know what you think to the lineup. Try and be reasonable. Don't slate it, because come on, it's pre-season. The second half, I'm guessing we're going to have a full switch. If that is the case, that will be exciting as well, because there's some players there that some of us want to see. The big news is that Abdul Fatawu is back on the bench. Abdul Fatawu is on the bench today. That is exciting. The first time he has made a match day squad since November when he did his ACL. So I think we can all be excited about that. You know, people were worrying and panicking a few weeks ago or a couple of weeks ago when he didn't make the Peterborough game. He didn't make the Leuven game. We can't rush him back. We all know this, right? You can't rush back an ACL injury. And right now, we are in a situation where we could see him again today. It's Naim says we've got 15 subs. Surely not all of them can get minutes. Yeah, they can't all get minutes unless they give us an extra time, right? If it goes, if it's a draw. But there's not really been. Have we had confirmation from anybody that this is going to be a 90-minute game? I hope it's not a 4-hour game like last time. Because trust me, as much as I like doing these watch-alongs, that 4-hour game did take the piss a little bit. So there we go. We're going to be joined by Neil very soon as well, so don't worry. It's not just me that you're stuck with for the rest of the day. It's a 90-minute game, says Danke. Thank you for clarifying, mate. That is good news. As I said, the 4-hour one was far too long. Who knows who we will be actually able to sell? Well, you'd think Bilal would be one that we sell, right? You'd imagine so. So we'll wait and see. Let's see some total football, says Timothy Shaw, who's excited after seeing the analysis on Tuesday night, looking into Marti Cifuentes. Look, Anil did the analysis. It was excellent. But he could change things, right? He could do something we've not seen before. We've got to wait and see. Let's see, as I said at the start, let's see where Hamza Chowdhury is. Let's see where Luke Thomas is in these opening few minutes. Let's see what happens with Oliver Skipp. Is he going to be playing higher up? You know, it's exciting. It's exciting to see this. They'll have free reign because they're going to be playing an opposition that's inferior. And that is what we will be facing for large parts of the championship season. Opposition that is inferior to us. So let's see what he does. Let's see how we dominate the game, what build-up's like, all of that good stuff. They've only had, 4 or 5 days with Marti. Of course, they're limited as to what they've been able to do, but this is going to be his first game. If you remember back to Enzo Maresca's first game in charge of Leicester City, it was very exciting because although it wasn't a thumping performance, you could see from minute one exactly what he was trying to do. It was actually very impressive. I was there. It was a good watch, and you learned a lot straight away. You learned a lot in the opening 5-10 minutes of the game, and I'm hoping today's the same. We saw a similar style of football, 2 years ago? Sorry, what am I talking about? In the first preseason game, we kind of went to that Enzo Ball-esque system in the first half. So again, will we see it similar today? We'll find out. Any latest transfer news locks? Foss Hub asking me for transfer news. That's what people are meant to ask you, mate. Meant to be asking you, pal. I don't know. Do you think Page will play to help convince him to sign a new contract? I don't know. I mean, the rumours today have been that the club are quite relaxed on the situation, right, with Lewis Page. Of course, he spoke to Leicester fans as well on Twitter, on Instagram, and said that, you know, he's not rejected a contract. He's just negotiating. So let Page go to a big club and waste his talent in the bench. I mean, we don't want to do that, do we? How much can you learn in 3 days? I'm not convinced we'll see something like the Leicester versus Liverpool game. I'm talking earlier than that now, man. That was like a week or 2 weeks. I'm talking the Peterborough game, was it? Or Northampton. I can't remember who it was we played. I think it was Northampton. Yeah, it must have been Northampton. Mate, first game, you could see we didn't thump them, but you could see straight away. I think we will learn a lot today, genuinely. I think we will learn a lot, promise you. Oh, you mean this? Yeah, I'm not. I don't feel strongly against Begovic. I just think I don't feel strongly against it. I just don't really see the point, to be honest with you. But anyway. Right, the club have got it exactly like we have on screen. So I'm just looking at the club, their feed. They've got Chowdhury and Thomas as the fullbacks, Fass and Cody in the middle, Winks and Cody in the 8 or the 6, El Canoes, number 10 or number 11 shirt, but in the number 10 role. McAteer, Monga on the wing, Patson Daka up front. So they have got it as we've got here. As you can see as well, we've got the nice, lovely pink on screen. I'm still waiting for the club to confirm or show more of the kit. The exciting thing is, well, sorry, not the exciting thing. The thing that I've got is white. I've got white kit numbers, right? So I want to know if that's right or if it's going to be black, because I will change it if it's black. Surprised at the back pairing, says Neil. Yeah, I mean, 2 players who we thought didn't want to be here. Ben Nelson's injured. I would have thought he would have started otherwise. So that rules one guy out. But we'll bring more of the lineup up in the second half to kind of show what the second half is going to look like. But for now, this is the starting 11. This is what we've got today, and we'll see how that goes. So, switch Winks and Skip. I don't think Winks does normally play on the left hand side though, right? Yeah, he does. Yeah, under Enzo he was on the left, and Ricardo was slotting in on the right. But anyway, I'll switch it when we see Mr. Fatale. Right, we haven't seen them start yet. I know they've got him that way around, so we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see what happens. Only 10 minutes away until the until kickoff, so we'll have a much better idea of what we're looking like then. There's a comment here from Harder Than Ever who says, I've lost it. Where is it? Bloke who wants to leave the club is captain. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's a shame. But yeah, I know what you mean. Ricardo will be the captain in the second half, you'd imagine. It was Northampton for Maresca's first game, and you saw a lot of what to expect and the changes made. Exactly. We all know this, right? We all know that Enzo did very well with regards to we know Enzo did very well with regards to how quickly and how successfully he got his ideas and the playing style across to the squad. And remember, that was the first time that a lot of this squad had played football in that extreme way. Marty's coming in now, and although he isn't as extreme as Enzo with his beliefs and his philosophy, he will still want to play a similar brand, and hopefully some of the players at the club. I mean, let's look at some of them on screen. Wout Faes in the lineup, Connor Cody, Hamza Chowdhury, Harry Winks, McAteer, even Daka. They all played under Enzo. They will have a rough idea. So let's see how similar to that Marty's system is. Again, we don't know yet. We'll find out very soon. Big shout out to over 220 of you already in the live chat. Very much appreciated. Big shout out to you all. There's over 100 of you on YouTube and over 100 of you on Twitter. If you want to do us a favor, if you watch it on Twitter, come over to YouTube. Come and say hello in the live chat on YouTube. It's much more interactive, the live chat over there. We will see glimpses of what Marty wants to do, but just a very simplified version. Yeah, of course. I mean, Enzo was very adamant as well, wasn't he, when he first came in, that this is like 10%, this is 20% of where we want to be, right? We never did make it to 100% because he left. But, you know, this is early days. They've not had loads of time. So, yeah. Why was that other friendly cancelled? I don't know. I saw some people talking about this, Chris. I don't know what you're talking. I don't know what other friendly there was meant to be. We've got 2 friendlies on Friday. Next Friday, we have 2 friendlies. Let me just double check it is Friday. It's the 25th, right? Is that Friday? Yeah, next Friday we've got 2 friendlies, one at 11 a.m. or something and one at 4:30. So the teams are split and all of that stuff. Just seeing what some of the comments here are. Okay, we meant to play Hartberg. Yeah, no idea why. Oliver Skip starting equals big loss. Well, yeah, I mean, we would have rathered somebody else. I still think he's good enough for the championship, but we'll wait and see, right? We don't know yet. Only time will tell. By the way, the whole of the Leicester City live chat, the official Leicester City live chat, is just full of Bangladesh flags. Full of it. Every comment is a Bangladesh flag. If any of those Bangladeshi fans want to subscribe to BTG, then yeah. Yeah, Elise's preseason is more planned than the last couple of years. Do you remember the Enzo one where it was in Asia and it was monsoon season and the Spurs game was called off? We got the Liverpool game. It was a nightmare. And then the following year, which was last year, Leicester were going to go to America, the American tour. Enzo Maresca told the club not to do it. He didn't want to go. And then he left, which is great. So obviously we were over in Europe and apparently the players were staying in hotels that had no air conditioning and stuff like this. And it was just a bit of a car crash pre-season, allegedly. under Cooper. So I love the passion from the fans, but fuck, they are annoying. Yeah. Why do they do that? I've got no idea, mate. I have got no idea. Well, I mean, I don't think anybody here has been hating on Skip, right? I just think the facts are the facts, man. Like this past season, his first season at the club, he was dog shit at the end of the day. Like he was truly awful. He never put in a challenge, or he struggled to put in a challenge, or if he did, he gave away a foul, loose balls, lazy balls. I don't know, but I mean, I hope he can turn it around because we spent a lot of money on the bloke, and I really do hope that he can turn it around. To be honest with you, because they did like him at Spurs. They did. Jose Mourinho liked him as well. Jose Mourinho liked Harry Winks. We saw what Harry Winks did at the Championship level, but what happened in the Premier League? He dropped off, and I think it would be the same for Skip. I think in the Championship, Skip will be more than capable. Although you could say he hasn't stood out at all, really, has he? He has not stood out in pre-season so far. So he is starting today alongside his mate Winks. Let's see how that goes on. Okay. Pre-season starting lineups don't matter. Marty wants to look at everyone. Exactly, Brigham. I totally agree with you. He looked promising against Palace away, then dog shit. Yeah. That's the one where Cody gave away a penalty as well, wasn't it? We've got 5 minutes until the game starts, by the way, people. Of course, we will have the score, the clock, and all of that stuff up over here. Anil will be joining us for the game as well, of course. Is there still no official photo of the full kit yet for this season? The away kit or the third kit? Let's have a look. Have we got any notifications from the club? We have. What is on there? Nothing. No kit still. We just have that. We just have that tenable looking horrible pre-match shirt. So yeah, they need to hurry up. And yeah. Right, let's have a look. I just saw some comments here. Yeah, YouTube. Yeah, people keep asking about. Yeah, it's just the club's YouTube. That's where you can see it. Yeah, the club's YouTube. That's where I'm watching it anyway. So, yeah, I don't. Why are we hating? Why do we actually hate Skip though, people? Like, do you actually hate the man, or do you just think he's dog shit? Right? There's a difference. I don't know why you'd hate the guy. I don't hate Connor Cody. I don't hate Wout. Actually, I take it back. This is true. I didn't even think of this, Scott, mate. This is true. There is an English flag next to Hamza's name, so they're definitely not going to subscribe here. Jesus. I didn't even notice. Sean, was Vardy good last season? So you hate Vardy, lol. Good logic. Locks, when was that photo in WA group? What? I have no idea what you're talking about, mate. Can you elaborate? When was that photo? Oh, WhatsApp. What photo? The pink kit? It was just on their club, on the club website. Yeah, I hate Cody. Okay, people do genuinely hate people. Yeah, to be fair, Wout Fast, I'm not a big fan of, but on the Danny Ward scale, Skip is a 7. I mean, what's Skip done to actually make you hate him? Though? That's my point. Like, Wout Fast, we know is a knobhead. Like, we know he's a dick. I think Skip is kind of unhateable. As a player, yeah, but the man, I don't know how you can hate the man. Oh, we've got the kit. That is a beauty. Ooh, that is nice. I like it. Let me make a little change here to the lineup as well, because the kit is black. Black numbers. So let's change that a little bit. There we go. Let's change that. It looks nice in my eyes. You let me know in the comments section if you like the kit. I'm liking the look of it. Pink, black, no sponsor. What do we all make to that? No sponsor. White and black stripe down the side, like above the tit. the left tit, and the white and black badge. I think it's nice. I think that kit's nice. I can't lie. I think it's nice. I will be copping that. But there was no sponsor, so very strange. That pick was, I don't know. Anyway, let me get a nil in. And Nil, what's going on, mate? How are we?
Looking forward to the first game of the Marty reign, the Marty party. Let's go.
Absolutely, mate. What do you make? You seen the kit? I like it.
It might be a nice kit, but I've told you guys, don't be buying anything from King Power until they start talking to the fans. I'm going to be keeping with that stance. It could be the most amazing kit you've ever seen. Don't buy it. Sorry.
I hear you.
Go to bluetinted-glasses.com, shop, buy those instead.
Yeah, that's true. 2000. Sorry, I'm just replying to somebody.
No worries.
Who was it? Okay, right. We're about to kick off anyway.
Give me your how you pronounce this opposition lineup.
I did it at the start. I said Zalaegerszegi. Zalaegerszegi. That's what I'm going with, mate. That's what I'm going with.
Okay, I think I'm just going to call them the Zalers.
That's smart. Right. By the way, everybody, happy birthday to Doc. Quack quack. It is his birthday today. That's why he's not here. He's out enjoying life. So something that I don't know how to do. So there we go. Let me just reset this timer for when they start. 3. Go on. Hurry up, mate. Kick off. What are we waiting for here?
It's got to make sure all friendlies kick off at the same time. No,
I got an advert. Brilliant. I got an advert. That's great. That is great time in Leicester City.
Yeah, premium.
Thank you so much. Yeah, true. I should do. I did have it, and then I just didn't renew it. And now I need to. It's when the adverts kick in, mate. That's when the street it goes back in time, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. That's what I've noticed as well. It's really annoying.
What do you make, Anil? Let me ask you this, mate. People are moaning about the kit. They're moaning about the lineup. I think that's stupid. It's like the third preseason game of the season.
Yeah, you've got to let him. He's been with these guys like 3 or 4 days. He's got to try players in different positions.
He wants to see them all. He's going to want to see them all, assess the players. Yeah. See, he can't just walk into the club and then just assume. What are they doing? What are the players doing now, mate? Do you know?
they're carrying something off the sides, but that was so weird. I have to say, I actually didn't think kickoff was till 5:45, so I'm a bit surprised it's kicking off now.
No, 5:30. Yeah, 5:30.
Okay. Well, the way they're going on, it might kick off at 5:45.
Has he finally blown his whistle?
Not from my end.
Oh my God, this is the biggest fucking cock tease of my life. There we go. Okay, we're underway. Streamers on pitch. Right, there we go. So let me move myself about there so I can see the match. Okay. Anil, get your eyes on this pitch, mate. Figure out where everybody is so you can tell us.
Well, immediately look at where Hamza's playing. So look for Hamza and look for Luke Thomas. Is he going to be playing one player at the base of the spine, or is he going to be playing 2?
So far it looks like a traditional 4-2-3-1, yeah?
Yeah. Hamza's further pushed forward, I would say.
Oh, Jeremy. Oh, Jeremy! Sorry, Jeremy's already starting. He's already doing bits. Marty Party says Brigham. Yeah. The kit's interesting.
So yet again, they're playing Monga off the left wing. So that's pretty interesting. I mean, who's going to start between him and Steffi?
Yeah, that does seem to be happening a lot now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because Rude started doing it at the end.
Yeah.
And now, we've seen it in all of the preseason games. But maybe, mate, that suggests... Yeah. Oh, sorry, there's some happening in it. Maybe it suggests that Casey McAteer is just a big part of the plans and they would rather him play off the right.
Yeah, I think him and Fatal are going to rotate. That doesn't surprise me at all.
Jeremy's already out here knocking balls past people, getting dragged down. Yeah. I did wonder about the sponsor. There is no sponsor on this kit today, but I imagine it's because they've just not officially announced it. Like they haven't even mentioned K-Bet yet in any type of communication. So it'd be, they couldn't just drop it.
Oh, well played there, Pat Daka. I might be a bit behind you.
Yeah. I can't believe we've got it. Is funny to see Cody and Fast starting together though.
Yeah. I mean, that said, if we are forced to use them, they're going to be too good for the championship. So
yeah, that's true.
It will be interesting, I think, sort of 10 games into the season when, all of a sudden these players who looked hideous last season look like world beaters. Oh, that was a good pass from Skip.
So here's Casey.
You see, I would say already the
look
speed
at
of the passing and the incisiveness is really nice.
Here's Jeremy.
Oh,
looking for Thomas. Oh, good play.
Yeah, so look how much more one touch passing you're seeing. Good sequences. Like you've seen in training. I don't know if you've seen him say there was like one bit where he goes, you got to play 7 passes first time before you're allowed to play to someone else.
Yeah. Who's on set pieces here? Is that Luke or Casey?
It's Bilal, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, it is Bilal. Corner in. Hamza.
Got to say, Bilal's set pieces need work.
Yes, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
We said that a lot, didn't we, about with the... we were saying that about last season, like when people were comparing him to James Maddison and stuff. Maddison's so much better with set pieces, for instance. I'm going to bring up people this, just for anybody who hasn't seen it yet, it is doing the rounds on Twitter, a close-up of this new kit. Here you go, Anil, look at this. It's interesting. I actually feel this needs a sponsor. I feel like it needs...
It's got Adidas on there, to be fair.
Yeah, true. It's not
I'll be honest. Other than the color, I think is really good, but I hate the pink kit. Sorry, I know a lot of you like it. Yeah,
I know. Luke
I just think pink has no place on a football kit, in my opinion.
Yeah, I hear you.
But yeah, the vertical sash is very sort of South American.
Yes, that's true. Some comments here. Luke Thomas is very high up. I think Woyo or Luco could do very well there.
Yeah, that's what he was doing with QPR. So if you look at it, he'll have just 2 centre backs at the back, and then both the full backs are kind of not necessarily inverting, but they are pushing up a lot more. And then they'll probably take it in turn to see which one attacks. So you see that there, because Thomas is attacking, Hamza's dropped back. So your kind of 3-2 shape is always shifting. So like now you can see Hamza, or at least on my stream, is in the back 3, but at other times of play it might be Thomas. So, oh, nice.
Played through to Casey down the right.
I think the fans are going to like this manager because I'm seeing already that the speed of trying to get it forward and the one-touch passing. So I feel like you're taking the better aspects of Enzo and you're trying to make it more exciting. As you quite rightly said in our analysis show, the new analyst, with your talk about, the safety versus, the risk.
Yes.
That's what you're going to see. So look, we've turned it over here. So here's the problem, right? Look how many people we got out of position. But they handled that well.
I think I was going to say with Hamza, I don't think the club will be looking for a right back at all this season, summer, because, we've got Ricardo and JJ who can do it. But Hamza, we need to remember, he on loan at Sheffield United last season, he had a great time.
Yeah,
he had a great time.
If you saw the playoff final, I have a feeling that if they'd won the playoff final, he would have got man of the match.
And they probably would have signed him permanently as well.
Yeah. Plus, just see how many Bangladeshi fans are in chat. He's paying for his own contract. So look at his position there. Look how far wide both of the fullbacks are, right? So we're going to go for that one. But look, if you see, can you see that Winks, that Skip actually at the moment is at the base of the...
Yeah. Oh, no, there's Winks. Winks was at the base of it. He was just he was kind of very, very, very deep.
Okay. That's
he was, he looked like a centre back.
So normally, yeah, with this system, see, here we go. When you turn over, you see guys' face, you got to do a lot of work to get back. So as I say, you're going to see a lot of bozo moments, right? But you'll see exciting attacks too. And what you should see with this is a 4-3-3. There'll be like one sort of like box-to-box player, one who's sort of a combination between defensive midfielder and an attacking midfielder, and one who's just a defensive midfielder. So let's see how they are. I assume Bilal's going to be that, the one that's attacking. Skip is going to be the in-between, and Winks is going to be the one at the back. But I don't know. The more that I look at it, yeah, Winks is in the middle. He is the regista.
Yeah. So we're going to be braver, aren't we, than we were under Enzo? We're going to be much braver, which does mean we are going to give away the ball. It also means we're going to concede goals, right? Like, this is what people need to remember, but that's what you get when you want the more exciting football. You want to be more attacking, you want to be more urgent, and with that, you will lose the ball more often.
So I don't know if you look there, right? We're there, and there's just one person in our own half. That's how more aggressive we were compared to Enzo.
But do you think so? In this case, right? Look, where's Luke Thomas there?
He's pushing up. So that's what I'm saying. You're joining in the attack to become a free man. And then if you notice, I see this difference already. But see how much more we're trying to compact the game into one half or the other. So that particular time was on the left-hand side. You said, where's Luke Thomas? He's pushing up. We're trying to get that man spared. Do you remember about trying to defend with one man extra in that part of the field? It leaves the other half of the ground completely empty, but there's good and bad for it. So my prediction is I think we'll see a lot more batterings this year, right? But we might also have one game where we get battered ourselves, if that makes sense. Because if you think about it, under Enzo, I can't ever remember, other than that pre-season friendly with Liverpool, where we got absolutely tonked.
Yeah.
But we didn't really smash teams that much. Southampton, obviously, near the end, we did. Oh, good play. Oh, who was that? Was that Jeremy?
Oh, my God, man.
He's a joke, man, isn't he?
Mate, this guy is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
The hype is real.
He is ridiculous. Watch this, Anil. Up. Oh my God, man. This guy's a joke. This guy is a joke, man. He's just ridiculous. Mate, if I was Bilal El Khanous, I'd be saying, I want to stay and play with this guy for this season. Fuck Forest. Wow.
Yeah, Danke, fair play. We did actually batter a few other teams. That's true.
Oh,
that was nicely worked, That was nicely worked.
For Luke Thomas, to hit it. Actually insane. But yes, the 5-0 away win. That was a great game. That was high risk, high reward to sum it up. Yeah. Those black and white stripes are very 1970s. I remember having a car coat with something similar, but red and yellow stripes on navy blue. Makes me feel 9 again. Look at this pressing from Daka. Wow. Yeah,
well, that's what you'll get. That's the style as well. You got to win it back. And we do know that that's the aspect of Daka's game that should be good. He should be great at doing that. Yeah, look here, look how much more aggressive the press is, right? So look at that. Brilliant.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, Monga again?
Mate. And
it was Daka with the mist, of course. But the fact that Jeremy Mongo can look like man of the match at that age, it really is a piss take. So now we've turned the ball over.
Yeah. Winks wins it back. Here's Skip.
I gotta be honest, I'm enjoying what I'm seeing already.
I have to
say. Yeah, look at this. It's not slow. We're trying to get the ball forward quickly. A lot of one-touch passing. See, look, now Thomas is getting up there to join the attack, right? So you're trying to get the man overload on this side. Look how much of the play is now moved into the left-hand side of the field. So look at Hamza's position. He's almost coming in as another central midfielder there, right? Okay. Oh, now we are slowing the game down a little bit. Get forward.
You know what's crazy, mate? If I didn't know who Jeremy Monga was, let's just say I had no idea who he was. You showed me so far his opening 3 preseason games and said this guy's the best player in the championship. I'd believe you.
Yeah, you would. You would. The close control, the dribbling.
He looks like a grown adult playing against men. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's the other way around, isn't it?
He's 16 years old.
Nice. See if that was Vitao, I think he'd be onto it. Slowed the attack down a little bit there. Obviously, it's hard to sort of judge what level the oppositions are at. They're Serbian league, but they're not like a Red Star or Partizan Belgrade. So, are they bottom half of the championship? Are they top of League One? It's probably somewhere around there, I think. But yeah, the only thing with Monga, and this is a good problem to have, but it's like, as I've been saying in that analysis, I want to see Mavadidi and Monga in the same team, and Fatau. Just can you? That's Bill.
Yeah, I think it's where if Bilal leaves, mate. That's what it comes down to, right?
But as I said this before, the thing is though, is Monga better on the wing because he can just beat a man easily? Like I do think, like Manny says that he wants him as a 10, and I do think his ultimate position is likely to be there. But 10 is like I feel you've got to have a lot of match experience at the top level to be really good at it.
And centrally, he's going to naturally have more men around him, right? If he plays centrally, so
well, that's where I feel he would be good as a 10. Look at that nice vertical pass, because I feel that if you, sorry man, I'm here. Go on, Jeremy.
Go on.
Chips. Man. I think we will see Patawi today. Probably not for long though. He might be only given a few minutes, but I think I've got a feeling Patawi might only get given 10 or something like that. But I think they want him to touch grass and
It is interesting though, right? Because like we're playing against a team that are inferior to us in every single way possible, but we're not dominating the ball. Do you know what I mean? We're not dominating the ball. If this was Enzo's Leicester City, we'd be sat on about 91% possession now. Do you know what I mean?
Because we wouldn't get it forward. What?
Oh my God. Was that Fass? Or Thomas? I like that goalkeeper kit as well, by the way. I'd buy that one as well if it was short.
That was lucky. That probably should have been 1-0 to the opposition. Let's see what went wrong here.
It's Luke Thomas.
Back pass there. Luke Thomas said to me.
There you go. Doc's calling in now, I think.
Yeah. Bozo moment. Serbia, John. They're from the Serbian league.
They're not. We've crossed the border. Hungary.
No, but I don't think they play in that.
Oh, really?
No, you might be right, but I didn't think that they were.
Let's have a look. No, they are. Yeah, Hungary. Yeah.
Oh, are they? Okay, I take it back.
Yeah, we've crossed the border. Crossed the border to Hungary.
Where did they finish last time?
I'll have a look.
Yeah, no, you're right, Fossab. I'm getting confused with another team that begins with Z. Too much playing Football Manager.
These guys finished 11 out of 12.
Oh, okay. So not very good at all. Fair enough.
No. Oh, wait. No, sorry. That's not this year. They finished 10th last year. Yeah, okay. They finished 10th.
Climbing the table.
No, I'm not hungry. I've just eaten. That's an nil joke. That is. Bloody hell.
Love it.
I think Max Lowe is an upgrade on top. I don't know about that. I mean, I don't like Thomas, but I'm not sure on that.
Well, surely the answers are Luko or Woyo. I don't think we need another sort of journeyman player just to. Nice. Oh,
lovely from Bilal.
That was filth. Oh, nice try.
Daka's touch is better with his heel than it is with his normal. Jesus.
Well, do you remember when we showed those clips of Patson Daka during the striker scouting report?
Yes.
We're like, where the hell is this player gone? You know.
Yeah, totally.
Man, I'm excited. I'm excited. I did say to you, you know, when I first saw Enzo that I was excited as well. Now, the difference is we're a little bit further along in pre-season in terms of fitness, right? There is a lot that's going wrong here as well, but I can see the idea here. And like I say, when I looked at that coach's voice, Barcelona Dream Team was the vibe I was getting. And I am getting that vibe. It's the Diet Coke version, of course, right? It's the championship equivalent of trying to do it. But look at here, look, it's one.
Oh. I love it. I love it.
Marty,
I love it.
and that's the thing there. It didn't come off, right? But when you drilled that over and over and over every day in training, that's going to start coming off. And when it does come up, and you got fast forwards, fast twitch fibers getting on the end of it. So we're going to do a mini analysis on Tuesday. I've got a feeling the analysis might be extended. That's all I'm saying already. John, do you think we'll get a points deduction? Yes, we are expecting a points deduction. I think it's going to be anywhere between 6 and 12 points, but we have no idea really.
Yeah, Rob Dorset reckons recently it's going to be 9, but that I take that right now, to be honest with you. Frankie says Mongering as a 10. If Bilal El-Kanu stays, put him as an 8. Mavididi, Fatawu, Monga, Bilal El-Kanu. My word will be gushing like a waterfall.
I agree with Frankie here, and I think Bilal, we've seen that he actually likes dropping a bit deeper to collect the ball and start the play. So I think that's
because you playing where Skip is at the moment. Where Oliver Skip is.
Exactly. Yeah. I have to say, if you watched him already, Skip's been quite good in this game already. I think this sort of position does suit him more. But yeah, I just feel that like Bilal's an even better version of that, right?
Finn says you can see them wide triangles with Bilal coming wide and Casey inside. One thing I noticed in the training video was a drill where the winger would bomb down the line with the fullback close behind, pass back, and first time whip ball cross from the fullback.
Yeah, these sort of rondos and drills are quite common, but I mean, good teams do it, and you see it in the game. And like I say, I think already for a guy who's only been coaching the team a couple of days, someone said earlier, they said I've seen more identity already than I ever did under Ruud or Cooper. And I don't think that's hyperbole to say that. I think you can see it. You can see the good and the bad. I would also say, to be fair, that the opposition have looked threatening on the break quite a few times and almost scored off a bozo moment. But yeah,
Brigham says here 20 minutes already, and the games go fast when there's a lot of action.
Yeah,
this is
I agree.
This is what we're talking about. A lot of action, both ends, by the way, both ends, not just Leicester. It just makes the games more exciting. I think Imran and Kate will be happy.
Yeah, no, I think they do, because I think not their problem, but I understand it. I think there's this sort of mistaken narrative that tiki-taka means slow. That's it's not supposed to be slow. It's supposed to be that, like, when you play football, this is going to sound crazy, but I think that the average player only touches the ball for 90 seconds in the 90 minutes. So it's like, if you have possession, you're going to be touching the ball more often. So it actually gives you more opportunities to shoot if you play that way. Like, look at this again, one touch.
The triangle here.
Again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
So Skip comes in. Skip comes in then because Casey got forward. Skip drops in to make another triangle. That's what's happening here.
Mate, I'm taking Tuesdays off from now on. Locks will be doing the analysis show.
Here we go.
And you see that now we isolated Casey free 1-on-1.
Yeah.
Down that side.
Oh man, we're winning the lot. We're winning the lot.
I mean, he's made Skip look good. That's what I'm gonna say.
Is Jezza? Yeah.
Do you look how high we up? Just Cody there at the back there. Even Hamza. See, that's even more crazy than Enzo, right? See, now he's dropped back Hamza. But see, it's the 3-1-3-3 there.
Yeah. Cooper. Yeah, I mean, mate, the difference though. A year ago, that pre-season with Steve Cooper, when we saw Leicester versus Shrewsbury, for example, this is night and day already. I know it's you could probably say might even be a worse opposition than Shrewsbury. But that's not the point, right? It's what we're seeing.
Yeah, we look poor in that game.
The idea is already coming across.
Yeah, I mean, so for me, the thing with pre-season is that really the results are totally irrelevant. But what is
look where
important?
Hamza is here, mate. Sorry to interrupt. Look where Hamza is here.
Free man, I told you, right? So he's the free
And
man.
Thomas, both
Yeah,
fullbacks
yeah.
have come in. Wow.
You see, now Luke Thomas has gone off to the left-hand
Yeah.
side, but look at Hamza. He's inverting into an attacking midfield role, just as I was saying what the free man's going to be doing. Now look at Hamza. He's actually at the nine
Look
position.
at Jeremy. Look at Jeremy, man. He's smiling. He's laughing. He's having a good time, man. He's just too good. Oh, my God.
Do you know what, Lux? I think it's time. We just need to build the Jeremy Monga statue now. I think we're all in agreement.
He's winning the Ballon d'Or. I'm telling you. He's winning the Ballon d'Or. There you go.
I think
Look,
the
over the
closest...
top.
Oh, unlucky though. And that was the Hamza, by the way. Look how far forward he is. Yeah, do you know what Dallas Fox is? Agree with you, Craig. Andy King has got him ready.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, big thanks to Andy King. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I would also say that when we were playing under King, there were similarities to what we're doing now, but the difference is just the speed in play and like the injection of the passing. Because, like I used to say about that Barcelona team, is that they could go back to front in like 10 seconds, but with like 20 different passes. It was so good to watch. Just one touch, boom, goal. Watch, oh, man overloaded on the other side there.
I've got another advert here.
Nice.
Glaze, mate. I'm glazing for that man. Yep. Well, that kid, I should say.
Well, now you're allowed to vote at the age of 16. So,
there you go. That's true.
Vote BTG at the Content Awards. It's probably over already, but if not, get in early for next season.
What minute are you on, mate?
23:27.
Okay, I need to speed up a bit.
What browser are you using? Because I've got to say, I was watching it on Firefox and it kept rewinding, and I've gone to Chrome and now I've got no problem.
It's just because I just had an advert. I think that's what's happened.
Okay. Buy it off the BTG.
Yeah. Our goalkeeping coach. No, there is no news of that. Although I did see people saying online today, maybe Begovic is going to do both. Maybe he's going to be backup and the coach.
That'd be quite clever.
Coach.
Yeah.
See, imagine adding Ricardo, Fatawu, Ben Nelson to this team.
Yeah.
Oh, you see the
I think right? that's the worry here is that like you'll probably get away with it again in the championship, but as you'll see, it's great when we're going forward, but when you turn the ball over, that's why you need the fast defenders. He has got Vestergaard in the squad, but that's the one that I think will hamper this sort of style of play. You'll have to play more patient.
With who? Sorry, with Hamza.
No, if Yannick is in the team.
Oh, Yannick, yeah.
That's why, like you're. Oh my god, again.
Wow. Like, we always say, and everyone in chat always says, and we've said it on streams that, obviously you can't play this guy 46 games, but like, you're the manager, mate. You're going to be like, I want to play this guy every fucking week. He's that good. Do you know what I mean? It's crazy. Is it a full team swap at halftime? We don't know. We'll find out. I imagine it will be, but we'll wait and see. Corner in.
Do you know what I think is good as well? Is I look at this game and it's like, okay, let's say Bilal goes, but he's not really been involved too much in the game, so that's not really a problem. We haven't got Mabadidi or Patau or Ricardo playing, and yet we look really, really good. So, and the one person who definitely is above anyone else in the game is Monga, and he is definitely playing for us. So I think that's quite exciting.
Seen Thomas and Hamza stay wide and overlap, stay back in a 3 and move more inside as attacking 8s. Good variation. Daka trapped the ball 10 yards again. I'd rather play a false 9 than have Bamford. Yeah, somebody's talking about Sean Bamford. Not Sean Bamford, fucking hell. Patrick Bamford. No, thank you. I don't. I wouldn't want Patrick Bamford at Leicester.
Well, what about on loan?
No, to be honest.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Because the thing is I think as well that maybe even if we do get a striker, I'm not sure we need a starting striker. So if you don't, for me, I actually think the mistake we can make is we sign players who then, if we do get promoted, they're just irrelevant. That's my biggest fear. That's why that Max Lowe signing I'm dead against. Not because he's not a good player at championship level, but I know he's not a Premier League player, and you won't be able to sell him on.
And I think that's maybe why they didn't really invest a lot in the squad as well in January, because they thought, well, are we going to sign Premier League players on big money when we think we're going to be, you know what I mean? So
you sound like a King Power apologist there, Locks.
I know.
One nice kit, and that's all it takes.
Yeah.
And
that's half an hour of Jeremy Munger.
5 times I've made that in 27 minutes already.
Probably here he comes.
They're doubling up on him already.
Somebody says I still try and get Richard Kone. Not yet. I don't think anything's. No, nothing's actually happened yet.
Interesting. No. Yeah. Well, one thing though, I think we have to think about though is that you can see it already that the striker is going to be dropping deep a lot and linking up the attack. So I do think that's one thing to be careful of. I think Kone does look good, but I think he's still a bit of a pace merchant, if that makes sense.
So this is why I would have loved Chris Gordon, who's gone to Norwich. I think he would have fit this system very well. Skip just drags his man down.
Tactical foul.
Imagine being that poor right back from the Hungarian team. Yeah, he's gonna literally come away from this game thinking he's just played a Premier League level player.
Have you heard this story? There was this right back that played for Charlton, who's Bulgarian. I think he was called Radoslav something or other. And he actually twisted his ankle trying to defend Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he was getting twisted and turned so much. And he said this when he was young. So before he became Ballon d'Or, and it's just it was the hardest thing I've ever had to do in my life. He used to hate it. It was just so good.
Oh, man.
One thing I'll say is that when you play this sort of style, one thing that can happen though is that just something. Hang on, see what phase on the ball.
Oh, sorry, I don't know if I'm ahead of you or something. Salt says that's a unique name, Radoslav something.
Yeah.
What number was he? Very funny.
So it was Radostin Kishiev. That's it, Radostin Kishiev. Yes.
Okay.
He really played for us. You might be right,
Really? Oh.
There was an era in the championship where I swear we just signed 20 players every season and you'd never see them again.
Yeah, I was looking. I watched back. It was on Sky Sports the other morning, mate. It was the 2010 or 2010 playoff final, Cardiff.
Yeah,
2010. Alex Bruce. Was it Alex? Is that his name? Alex Bruce or something else? Is his first name Alex? I think it is. Yeah, Alex Bruce playing at centre half. He gave away the penalty for Peter Whittingham. What a legend, by the way. Championship icon, that guy, man. Peter Whittingham.
See, that's what I mean, Frankie. Only 7 games. Peter Whittingham. How did that guy never end up playing for a top Premier League club? He was such a good player.
Unbelievable, mate.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. He died, didn't he?
Genuinely two-footed. I remember he scored that dirty free kick against us. That was one of those goals where you obviously don't like the opposition scoring against you, but you're fair play.
Did you hear he died? He fell down the stairs of a nightclub. Yeah. Shocking, man.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, it can happen, can't it?
When you see people do these championship all-time 11s, he's always in them. Always. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. He was too good. Even if he played for a team that finished 10th in the Premier League, I still think he was better than that. Genuinely, that guy was really, really good.
You can see that's the Leicester social admin, by the way. That lady there taking a video of no, legit. She's the
really.
She walked. Yeah, honestly,
What's
the
her
blonde
name?
girl. I don't know her name. She's right there by the corner flag. If it zooms in, you'll see her. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, fair enough.
If McAteer final ball was better, he'd actually be really good. It's the only thing holding his game back.
Agreed.
Casey looks like he'll be our backup winger. Yeah, he was last year as well, right? Until he got injured, which was a shame because, if you remember, he started the season under Enzo and he was very good, very, very good. And then obviously Fatawu broke through. So, hello,
yo,
hello.
You all right?
What's going on, chaps? Yeah, good. How's it going? Apologies if the audio or the internet cuts out. I'm, obviously in a hotel room.
We are seeing the football that is going to win us the Premier League in 2 years.
You liking it so far? Is it good?
And they'll tell him.
I have to say the first 20 minutes was really exciting. I think it slowed down a little bit, but it's like we're getting it forward so much faster. A lot of rotations. Like even there, that was a mistake, but you can see the idea there, right?
It was Becker falling over.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It's very good. It's very good. Very enjoyable. And the best player on the pitch, Manny, can you guess who it is?
It's got to be Jeremy Monger, of course, isn't it?
Of course.
I saw he's wearing 66. They should add another 6 on his shirt because he's playing like the devil out there. Just let's get an extra, the 666. Just do it. This guy's incredible. And what about the opposition? Do they look any good?
The opposition?
Yeah. What do we make of them? Are they half decent?
Really. Or... They actually should have scored though. Luke Thomas did a suicide back pass that put one of their strikers in, but Jakub saved it.
And anyone else apart from Monga who's started off pretty well so far?
I think Casey's been good. I think the whole midfield's been linking up pretty well.
I'm gonna get pelters, Manny, but Oliver Skip.
Has he been good?
He's not been on Monga's level, but if you look at what he's doing, have a look at Hamza, the use of Hamza. So, when I did the analysis, I was talking about how he'll be the free man and he'll find himself in interesting positions. So sometimes he's even been like next to Daka as a striker. Sometimes he's been like a number 8, sometimes like a number 6. So quite interesting to see sort of the use of our players.
This guy, man, he's horrific. He's so bad. Patson Daka, man,
you should have scored there, I think.
Dog shit. You are dog shit. Sorry. Sorry.
Ooh,
I can't.
that's pretty ugly.
Man. What happened here?
What's he complaining about as well? I thought his leg might have been clipped, but it wasn't. That was awful.
Did he win a corner? They gave a corner, man. He's on there.
That's a sympathy corner if ever I've seen it. If you look at where he's facing, he was not even facing the goal. He's literally going for the corner flag.
Oh my lord, we need a striker badly, don't we?
Mate, he's so bad. He's so bad. Here we go, corner from Bilal. It'll be interesting though, what you were saying about Hamza and the roles the positions he's found himself in. I mean, it sounds like it's built for Ricardo Pereira in them roles.
I think that too. I'm guessing. The thing with Hamza is that maybe. So I mentioned he was used Jimmy Dunn in that position at QPR. Now Jimmy Dunn was actually a centre back before he moved into that position, and so they used his height because he's pretty tall. He's like 6'4", and they sort of abuse that. And the thing is, Hamza, I don't think he's even 6 foot. I think the afro just makes him look a bit taller. So. But he is quite physical. We do know that.
But he's not dropping the right back as a double pivot as in Enzo's style.
No, he does. Well, sometimes he does go there, right? But that's what I'm saying is very interesting about the game. Is that, see now there's only like a single pivot, right? And they'll compress the game down one side. And see now Hamza's going to move into more of like an attacking midfield role. Do you see that? Yeah. So he's very, very fluid. Depending on the phase of the game, he will change his position between like 3 or 4 different positions.
I've seen a few times though. It looks like a sort of either a 3-2-5 or a 3-3-4. Often it looks like a flat line of 4, almost against man for man against their back 4. That is very modern, very modern.
Yeah, it's exciting. Like I say, it's exciting.
It's like Arne Slot.
Yeah, it is quite similar to his style of play.
What do you make of the kit as well? Are we getting some good feedback about the kit?
Here you go, mate. Is a close up there. Look, I like it.
I like it, but I'm not sure about the black and white stripe. I mean, I like the stripe itself. I'm just not sure it's the right. Does pink go with black?
Let me show you this photo because it actually works really well with the badge because it kind of. I'll show you what
close
I
up
mean.
looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, JJ in this formation could also be quite interesting to see. I have to say.
I was talking to a Besiktas fan tonight, saying that and he was telling me they're after him.
Yeah, JJ.
They are they? Okay, yeah.
There you go. I like that. I think it works.
Oh, I think I would have liked to see maybe. I like the style, maybe just a slightly different color scheme with the stripes. Maybe I don't know, but I kind of like the pink. I'm a pink kind of guy.
37 minutes in, and it has been very, very encouraging.
Flown by.
But why haven't we bloody scored yet?
Patson Daka.
Nah.
Good point.
No, I think to be fair, you'd have to say we haven't created that many scoring opportunities yet either. But I think we are. You can see the idea where we're kind of losing out a little bit is some of this sort of one-touch passing has been cut out, or they haven't played the ball first time. Casey Makase has not delivered the cross, but you can see the idea. I mean, like I say, oh, look at this guy. I'd be interested to see what this style looks like after about 10 games in the championship. That would be my because I've got a feeling it's going to look pretty good.
Yeah. Luke Thomas, Luke Thomas had a bit of a shocker, Manny. You'll be glad to know.
Well, I mean, I don't know what the opposite of biggest fan is. Probably smallest fan, but that doesn't really make sense. But whatever the opposite of biggest fan is, I mean, half of our fan base just, they swear by him. Oh, he did all right. He got 5.7 out of 10 with 3 other games. That's okay. Every time I see him, I'm sorry, he looks horrendous. I don't know what other people say. It's just because, I swear, it's just because he's a local lad. Just because if he wasn't a local lad, if he was from Zambia, he's getting it.
Yeah, I hear you. Part of me doesn't want to get too hyped after doing the same for Rude after West Ham, says Brigham. Wolf says if Vardy was in the position Daka was in, he would have been on target. Actually, Manny would have done better up front.
I don't know about that. You haven't seen me move. Although, as you boys know, I did win my hotel pool competition yesterday.
Yeah.
Gotta have that expert hand-eye coordination then, surely. Maybe you would do better than Daka.
Right, the opposition was terrible. I played a Lithuanian first round, a Turkish guy in the semi, and then a Russian guy in the final, and they were all horrible.
Yeah, here we go.
Look where Hamza is as the striker there. Do you see that?
Yeah. And Bilal dropped into the right back.
Dropped into the right, yeah. I like this interchangeability. Is that a word? That sounds like Ian Dowie word. Interchangeability.
Yeah.
Let's ask Susie from Countdown. She can confirm it is a word. Congratulations.
Susie Dent. Student crush.
Somebody says, did you have a semi with a Turkish guy?
Oh, well, I definitely got some Turkish delight. Hey.
Bilal Knus with another corner it. Didn't beat the first man.
That's what I mean. That's why I feel he's got to do a bit better there.
Is Bilal looking motivated, or is Bilal kind of just going through the fitness motions?
I feel more fitness motions, to be honest.
His body language doesn't look quite. I mean, it's pre-season, I get it, but
he
always had that. He always had that fire before. Yeah, right. Yeah.
His skip. I definitely think though, like less is going through winks than it used to.
Yeah,
for sure.
That's because as well, dude, that wherever possible, they're trying to like break the lines and just bypass midfield completely. in a good way. Like I say, I showed you that with Guardiola, right? He used to do the incisive passes and go through and just find the striker immediately and turn them on their haunches as fast as possible. I think that's good. I mean, because the thing is, teams did start working out who to press, even when we were in the Championship, right? How you could break the Leicester build-up play. Look at this. This is nice. Oh. See, a bit better ball there. And
just a bit more pace as well. If Thomas had a bit more pace, he would have been in.
But yeah, what I was going to say is that like the only sort of real problem when playing this style is, do you know how some days you feel like a team, no one in the team can make a 5-yard pass?
Yeah.
You don't get it often, but you do see it. And like, if you try and play this sort of style and they got a lot of players having a bad day, you will look atrocious because you'll be like, we can't even make 2 passes. We're just giving the ball away. And, what about if you're playing, Stoke? Can you do it at Stoke on a rainy Tuesday night? And the pitch is bobbling all over the place and you're trying to play slick football. It can also be a bit difficult. So sometimes you do, that can be a way that you beat teams. But at the same time, you'll have some days where it's just champagne football and it just looks absolutely glorious.
And have they done any sort of changes by pinging the odd long ball?
Yeah. Phases. Yeah. That's still a part of the play. They found McAteer on a few occasions off the diag. Good pressing. I'd say the pressing's really nice to see as well. You see when we lose the ball, they're trying to win it back very quickly.
Win it quickly, yeah.
Yeah, much faster than last season, which I think was disappointing to see under both managers how that element of our game had disappeared.
It looks like you've got the old Barcelona 8 second rule, whatever it is.
Yeah.
7 second rule, yeah. Frankie says got to like the variation of passing we are doing. It's not just the short balls, it's the long passes too. Skip to me looks better, Danke says.
And how's the general chat been? Is everybody positive in the chat? Everybody happy with what's been going on?
I mean, I've not seen any negatives yet about the about the way we're playing so far. Just Daka.
I like that.
Obviously.
Wow.
I think to be fair, right now everyone's just like, investigation. It's a bit like going on a date. You don't know yet, do you? You haven't yet said, I've got to go home and I left the kettle on, but.
We should get you on first dates, Emil. We'll do a watch along. And has he said anything about what the intention is? Like, we're going to change all of it at halftime, or we're going to play?
No, we don't know yet. We'll find out soon. I imagine it will be a whole new 11 in the second half. I'd guess. Joe says, liking the energy that we are producing, even for a preseason game. Team is hunting in a unit. I mean, we've said this like all week, haven't we? That the squad fitness-wise are ahead because that's all they could really do for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
At the start of preseason with no manager. And Andy King did say himself that the fitness levels of the squad is in a better place than it was in the previous 2 years. So.
I just hope for Tolu gets some game time today. I'm desperate to see him.
It's a shame Ben Nelson's injured.
Is he actually injured, or?
Well, he's not in the squad at all, so we can only assume that. Yeah,
he might be ill. He might be ill.
Transferitis. Coming down with a case of the Chelsea.
Could have eaten a dodgy Austrian bratwurst.
That's half time.
There we go. Half time in the first preseason game of Marti Cifuentes, Marti Ball. I've been impressed. I've really, really enjoyed it. It's almost like it's very refreshing, right? It's been very refreshing watching this compared to the last 2 managers that we've had and the dross that was served up. But even compared to last season's preseason, last year under Cooper, it's just so much better. So much better.
Yeah, Buzz, I think you're right. You said, Buzz says, don't want to be too negative, but our ball movement is too slow. I agree. I think that's almost a byproduct of the sort of Enzo era, that this sort of style, you've got to be moving the ball much faster. And I think the times we've done that, we've looked good. At the same time, we have given it away sometimes when trying to do that because the accuracy in the passing hasn't been there. So that's what they need to sharpen up on. quick, incisive, one-touch football.
I think
Yeah,
it got slower as the half went on. Like early on, it was very quick.
Yeah.
Whenever I'm feeling down and I want to remember how good we used to be, then I watch that 9-0 away to Southampton. If you watch the first half in particular, just watch how quickly they move the ball around. They ping it around like just pinball. It's pinball when it's so fast. That is the peak way to play.
Yeah, I totally agree. It's funny actually. The kit is very. It gives me like Palermo vibes. It reminds me of Palermo a lot. Cairo, the Churro said Daka tries. He's just not good at football. We definitely need a new striker, good with feet. Banana says I'd rather have Ayew play as a striker than Daka. I mean, I think that's who we'll probably see in the second half. I think it'll be Jordan Ayew up top, I'd imagine. Buzz says it's natural, but obviously the players aren't used to the high intensity pressing and ball movement. They played Cooper's bozo ball, which was neither of those. Phil says great that we are going forward and the passing needs improving for sure, but everything seems to come to a halt with Daka. I mean, that's the problem, innit? And at the minute, it's Daka. You know, I know you said
I don't think it's just him, but he's obviously not looked brilliant there with that shooting opportunity. I think McAteer's been guilty. I think even the attacking midfielders, even Jerry Monger, for as good as he's looked a few times, he could have released the ball a bit quicker. But it will come with time. Like I say, even for these players, they've only been playing it a few days. I think it's still impressive. You can see some of the positions they're taking up and the rotations. I think the rotations were their most exciting thing of that half. We did that quite a few times and we managed to turn them, and all of a sudden one of the wingers or attacking eights had drifted into that wide space and they were free. So that's good. But yeah, their delivery hasn't been that good either. So
yeah. I don't know if you missed this, Manny, if you're aware of this or not, but Abdul Fattah is on the bench.
Yeah, I'm hoping to see the trifecta of Monger at 10 and then Mavadidi and Fatawu either side. I mean, that is just a lethal trio, absolutely lethal. And I'd love to see them get 15 minutes today, just to give us whet the appetite and give us a little taster of what's to come.
I haven't got audio on it now. I don't know if you do, but Daniel says, love that you can hear Marty yelling, press higher up, press high up.
Yeah, I've only got it on very faintly, but I'll try and have it a bit louder to hear that.
Sean says, cue everyone trying to hawk their garbage strikers on us. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. We've already seen we've seen a Leeds fan in the chat this afternoon trying to flog us Patrick Bamford. So that's great. Thanks for that, mate. Impressed so far. Very slick passing, mixing it up. Monga is class. Daka is the world's greatest conman, convincing everyone he's a striker. Patrick says, I wonder how much they trust Evans as a striker, but considering his age, I think they see him as third choice.
Well, yeah. I keep asking about this because with Evans, like, you know, even that goal that you showed us, he looked great coming off the left-hand side again. So my understanding is that most of the goals he scored in Premier League 2 were more from the wide positions. But what I will say is, again, we keep saying striker, but these players are going to be interchanging. Like, there are quite a few points in that half where the furthest man forward was Hamza Chowdhury in the 9 position, right? So I think it's more like, you got to think of it more of as a collective, I think, rather than just being like a focal point who's going to score goals. Like, I think this will be similar to the Enzo season where Vardy was top scorer with 17, but the goals were quite spread out, weren't they? Kiernan Dewsbury Hall, I think, also got, how many did he get? Also 17, did he not? Mavadidi got like 15, was it? Fatawu got quite a few. So it should be like on 4 or 5 players to score quite a few goals. So I think there's more to it than just, you know, putting it in the back of the net.
Yeah.
It's going to be the link-up play.
The teams aren't out yet, Banana. Once the second half team is out, like it's confirmed,
yeah,
then I'll bring it up. Last time they did probably 5 minutes before the second half started, they brought it up. So I'll do that when it comes out. I think I agree with what you said at the start, though, Nil. I don't think we're going to see a 45 from Abdul, to be honest.
I think he'll only get 10. But do you know what? Even if he only gets 1 minute, we still just want to see him back on the pitch, don't we?
Absolutely. just want to know that there isn't some underlying mega issue that no one's ever mentioned, and you know what, the guy's absolutely crocked and it's going to take forever to get him back. I just want to know that he's fit and ready. I know he looks fine, but I just want to see that. I just want to see him beat someone, get the ball, beat a guy. If you do that, then I won't stress for the rest of the summer. I just want to see you take that man on and skin him like you always do.
Yeah, there's a comment. There's a question in the chat from Boz, who says, is KDH better than Bilal, or is it too hard to compare?
As of right now, KDH is a better player. Who will end up being a better player? That's a different story, I think.
Bilal's what, 21, 20?
Yeah. He's better than Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall was at that age. That I think
That's
you can
true.
say without any doubt, right?
21 he is, yeah, 21.
Different players, slightly different players.
Yes. Fossub says, I'm scared because most wingers lose that techiness after NACL. Thoughts on, I mean, he's not seen much of him, but KCK says, thoughts on Skip Manning?
Well, I'm not going to claim to have seen the first 35 minutes, but the guy said he's playing quite well. But remember the opposition that we're playing. And the whole point of, if you give these footballers time and space, they have the ability to look good. My question is can you do it under pressure? Can you do it when somebody's on you within 2 seconds? And you've got 2 seconds to do everything that you need to do, not 15 seconds sitting back in an armchair. We remember Harry Winks absolutely running the show for most of the championship. But when you get to the big league...
That is where we'll be this season.
Assuming that... I can't even pronounce the opposition's name. But assuming that they are a championship level team... Yeah. If they're a championship level team, he'll do okay, I guess. But
they're worse. They're worse than championship. They finished 10th in the Hungarian league last season.
Oh my God, that's got to be League One, League Two.
Apparently, their market value of their whole squad is £7 million. This team that we're playing against. So, until we sell Daka, I'm struggling to see goals by Leicester attacks. Let's wait and see. Bilal is amazing. If we keep him, we get promoted, in my opinion. But I think with that shocking low buyout clause, he's going to be gone, unfortunately. Boz says, Marty better go straight to Rodkin and demand a striker after this. Marty this is the most important thing for me. I think you'll agree. Marty has been in charge for 4 days and we're already seeing an identity. And you're seeing progress. It is, you're seeing the philosophy and the system quite easily. It's quite clear to see already.
Yeah. And so then the next thing is you're going to see him trying out different people in different roles. And normally I feel of this sort of system as well, you might find that an unlikely player in an unlikely position actually turns out to be a revelation, right? We've seen that before. I think Enzo, he did very well. I mean, we always talk about Ndidi, but to be honest with you, what he did with Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall, I think is easily the most impressive thing. Dewsbury-Hall, always they had a good engine on him, but he didn't really contribute that much towards the attack in the Premier League. There was something about him, but he didn't really look electric. And in the Championship, he was the best player. I know they gave it to Somerville, but I mean, they didn't even get promoted, Leeds. Kiernan was running the show every single game, so...
Yeah, Boz says the system will be great. It's just up to the quality of player in those positions to make the most of it. Are you still with us, Manny? Are you still with us? No, I think he's gone.
Super serious face.
Yeah.
How is Chowdhury playing? To be honest with you, Chowdhury's been quite impressive because he's the one that's operating as a free man. So he's playing about 3 or 4 different positions depending on what phase of play we're in. He's oftentimes been the furthest man forward. He's sometimes been right next to Connor Cody at the back too. And he's going all around. And I can see that is, like spoilers, our analysis is going to focus heavily on him in the first half and whoever plays that position in a second. Because that, I think, is the key in this sort of team, is like how you get that free player. So that's interesting. You say he's right back, but I would say he's not really playing right back at all. He's inverting into that number 8 position a lot. So quite interesting.
Feel like the dynamic movements the players are making could make a lot more use of less technical players like McAteer, Hamza, and Skip. Chowdhury looks solid at right back, says Paul. That's the best version of Manny that we've lost. Violation. That's a violation. Somebody just said Monga had his debut 19 days younger than Yamal did. Yamal's a fraud. Ricardo playing that position second half. Still no team news, mate. Still no team news. When we get it, I will. I'll bring it up on screen.
When's the next game after this one? Do you know?
The next game is it's next Friday. The squad's split into two. One game's at 11 a.m. One game's at 4:30. So
interesting.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. No, we got you back again.
Am I back?
Yes.
Apologies, I'm on a hotel balcony. If you can see, it's a bit of a.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, it's pretty nice.
I'm getting feedback though, mate, like an echo. Oh wait, hold on. No, it's all right now. It's all right. It's all right.
If it is, I'll change a few settings.
Oh, no worries, mate. Just to break the news to people, I don't think there's going to be any watch-alongs on Friday. I'm afraid. Sorry. What was that? That's good now, Manny. Whatever you've done is right. I can't hear myself.
Is that better?
Yes. No. Kind of. It's all right. Frankie says, yeah, mate, I don't think there's going to be any watch-alongs on Friday, I'm afraid. Believe it or not, I do have a job. It's not just P2G. And the timing of those matches are very unfortunate. At 11 a.m. and 4:30 is going to be difficult, I'm afraid. Manny in a Speedo, top-tier content, says Brigham.
Budgie smugglers going on today.
Yeah. Luke isn't here. Luke is away now for 3 weeks. So Luke will be back for the Sheffield Wednesday game, where he will eat a Carolina Reaper chili live on stream. So there you go. Still no confirmation on the next team, on the next lineup.
Wow, just 22 days until kickoff. It's coming fast.
It feels like it's. I know. Just feel like it's gone pretty quickly. This 22 days until the new season already. It just feels like the season finished a week or two ago. And it feels like just because it feels like a lot has gone on in those last sort of 3-4 weeks.
Yeah. Well, I think the problem was a lot didn't go on, but because there wasn't much going on, there was a lot to moan about instead. So
I think it feels like we've done more. You've done Blue Tinted Glasgow done more streams during the summer than they do during the season.
It wouldn't surprise me, to be honest.
Didn't you do 4? Didn't you do like 4 in a day once?
2 on BTG and then
across all platforms.
Yeah. And that was when it was about 30 degrees outside, which wasn't very pleasant, to be fair. So.
And I don't know if I should say this on stream, but are you trying to organise a bit of a BTG community get-together around the Fiorentina game, either the night before or the night off?
I mean, I could try. We could try it for sure. It depends on numbers, mate. You know what I mean? No offense, but I don't want to rock up and it's just I'm going to pick on someone here from the chat, anyone random. I don't want to turn up and it just be Sean there, for God's sake. That would be pretty.
I think Sean's coming from Toronto, so that'd be some effort, wouldn't it?
All right, I'll respect that. I just picked a random person. But yeah, maybe we'll see. Because I haven't decided yet if I'm going to go to the Fiorentina game anyway. I might just do a watch along. So,
well, if you do organise something for the night before, I'm going to get it from the wife because I'm supposed to be going to Oasis at Wembley, and I don't want to go. I'd rather come out with you lot and get sloshed, to be honest. But anybody want to buy some Oasis tickets, Wembley?
Mate, I had a message of someone the other day saying, "Do you want to buy tickets? Club Wembley tickets for Oasis."
Yeah, that's like the season ticket. Oh yeah.
So I said, "Yeah, how much, mate?" And he went, About $3,500. I was like, I'm
Yeah,
all
I
right,
was gonna
thanks.
say.
No, thank you.
Was that for the pair? Was that for a pair
No,
or
for
each?
one. That was for one. That was for
For
one.
one.
Yeah.
Jesus, that's insane.
Crazy.
I'll take half
How long
that.
is this? Is it? This has been longer than 15 minutes, isn't it? Half-hour break, is it?
I can see the mighty Ewan Roberts doing his chit chat half time, trying to thin it out on the official stream. Hold on, let me check. Yeah, he's got his teeth in. That's good. Go on, Ewan. Actually, always like Ewan Roberts. He's actually really good.
I like the new goalkeeper kit, by the way. Let me bring this up. I'm going to break Anil's rule. As Anil joked about earlier when he said, all it takes is a shirt for me to become a happy clapper. I stand by it because I want this. I like this. I really like this. I think that's really nice. But anyway, for anybody who missed it, that is the away kit.
Logs, could you just, because it's half time, could you just do one for the crowd? Just do that for the crowd, please.
All right, there's a team back out on the pitch here.
200 grand. No, you'll hear it at you'll hear it at the end of the stream. There'll be a video at the end of the stream. So yeah, big shout out to our sponsors, Match Bingo. You did remind me, Manny. I forgot to say it. So there we go. Okay, we've got Jake Evans out. Oh, we've got
a whole big change of players there. Yeah.
Is that Samare I see running onto the pitch as well? I think. Yeah, it is. When the club announced it,
And are the
go on.
Are the Bangladeshi fans still spamming the chat on the official one? Oh my god!
Yeah, big time.
Come over here, viewers.
Show that lot. Show what?
Yeah, Jordan Ayew's playing up top. It looks like
number 18 Ayew in the pink.
I've got a feeling he's going to start. So who would you start, boys? Ayew or Daka? First game Wednesday. Which was Sheffield Wednesday? Which one starts?
I think I'd only start Ayew at this point, but let's see how this half goes.
If the alternative, if that is the only option, then it would have to be Ayew for sure. It would have to be.
Have to be Ayew, wouldn't it?
Still no official kit. No official lineup from the club.
I'm not sure Ricardo's out. I don't see him here yet. Mavadidi's on for Monga. See that?
Yeah. So Evans off the right, Mavididi off the left, JJ at left back. Good to see. That's his best position. Is that Vestergaard? Vestergaard at centre back. I'm pretty sure Ricky is playing and he's the captain.
Ah, okay. So he probably is going to be the free man in his Ricky.
Is that JJ at left back?
Yeah, JJ at left back. Is that Samare and Will Alves in midfield?
Yeah, 37 is Will Alves, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And
I think most people agree that they think Alves is better, essentially.
Well, it looks like Marty wants to get that central midfielder. One of them will stay and he'll be the pivot. And he wants the second guy to join up, advance in the attack and get legs forward. So I guess he's thinking that Will Alves is a good runner and a good runner with the ball, and he'll probably be able to get up and down between those two positions. But I don't know, like I said a little while ago, I've never really seen much of Will Alves before, and I want to see something that gets me excited. I want to see him beat a couple of players, do a good shot, make a good effort, do something spectacular.
Yannick got booked.
Straight away booked, Yannick. He clattered him.
I don't think that's a booking, to be honest with you. Yeah, I don't think that was a foul either. Yeah, to be honest, look fair. I think he's entitled to be a bit upset there.
So who's in the role Skip was in?
Ricardo. No, Yeah, I think it is Ricardo. I think Jaden
who's-
Joseph is playing on the right hand side.
Mm.
Let's see. I don't want to say. Could be wrong. Now, Boobs is the regista.
Oh, it's Ndidi apparently. Yeah, it's
Oh,
Ndidi.
interesting.
So
Yeah,
Ndidi
okay.
and Samare. Okay, yeah, got you. And then you've got Okoli and Vestergaard as the two centre backs. Did you see that bit on the Tom Colomos article, though, saying that apparently Yannick Vestergaard was in discussions about terminating his contract early, but it never happened.
Interesting.
And the club probably spoke to him about it, but I mean,
Nice.
he's not a total buffoon.
Yeah.
He's going to take his money, isn't he?
Yeah. Well, I think it would have been a mutual consent thing where they, he got some of it.
Well, maybe you say something like, "Look, we'll pay up half your contract, and you can go on a free, and you can find yourself another club." That's probably what the club are trying to do. And maybe if his agent can find him another club that will pay him half the wages, but he probably can't find another club who'll pay half of his wages. Never mind full.
I can see him going back to Denmark, but you're right. They probably won't even pay half his wages, but at least he'll play, though. I mean, I've always thought the worst one is people like Danny Ward, who has no intention of ever playing, sort of thing, right?
Do we know who's in goal?
I think it's still Yaka.
It's just it's the temptation. If he's sitting there in the squad, then you're going to say, "Yeah, he'll do a job," and you'll play him, and then someone like Aluko doesn't get the game time that he could be getting.
Bring up Frankie's comment. 10 changes there. So it is Jakob is still in goal.
Sorry, mate. Let me bring that up. There you go. Yeah. 10 changes. Ricardo Okoli, Vestergaard, Justin Samara, Ndidi, Alves, Mavadidi, Evans, and Ayu. Okay.
Thank you, Frankie.
We should have we should have a friendly against ourselves.
Well,
Sometimes
I think they do that
they
every
do
day,
that.
to be fair, don't they? But
yeah, they do like an intra-squad friendly, don't they, sometimes? But it's just behind closed doors and not...
I tell you what would be good, though. A lot of Spanish clubs, they did used to have like a once per season in pre-season, they have an open-air training friendly, and you do see a match between themselves that you get to watch. That would be good.
You see it quite a lot in cricket, actually, behind the scenes as well, when they do that. It's interesting way to sort of compare. You get to play against your direct rival for your position. So you want to see who's hungrier. Let's see who gets the better of each other. It's a really good way of benchmarking, I think.
Right, let me bring this up for people so they can have a little look.
Phil Howard, we'd lose. Mate, I want to see Monger against Luke Thomas.
That would be quite funny. Right, where's that gone? Not video, overlay. Here you go. So this is the lineup. This is the 11 for the second half on screen now. So Stolarczyk, Ricardo, Okoli, Vestergaard, Justin, Ndidi, Samare, Jake Evans, Will Alves, Steffi Mavadidi, and Jordan Ayew as the striker. So, I mean, do you think, Anil, that actually, we're talking about Daka being shit and all this, but do you actually think Ayew is better suited for Marty's system?
Yeah, I said I genuinely think he is. I think the difference is, though, is that Jordan Ayew's natural game, because I think he's always been playing for like relegation threatened teams, is more just to hold it up and go down for the foul. But when you're playing in a dominant team, you can't do that anymore. You have to keep the ball going. So it's like normally, to be fair to him, last season, that's the thing you could rely on, Ayew. The amount of free kicks he won and getting the team up the pitch was impressive if that's what you want him to do. But this sort of style, you're breaking down attacks if you do that. So can he get that out of his game and just play? If he can, I think he can be a very useful squad player. You never know. He might end up just leading the line because, at championship level, in terms of quality, he probably is going to have a lot more quality. Because, we've seen it with Jordan Ayew. He scored free kicks. He scored off the corner. He scored good goals. He's technically not bad at all.
Thomas would
And as I
leave
say,
with
because you're
broken
not
ankles.
necessarily going to be the focal point in this sort of system. You are going to score goals, but you're more going to be a facilitator. So it could benefit him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, I mean, yeah, you saw already in the first half. Daka's touch is always going to be something that works against him. Nice through the lines ball there. There he is. There's drop deep there, IU, to link the play as a false nine, you see. So that's pretty good.
He still looks. I don't understand. I said last summer, I think he's been spending his summer at Nando's, and it looks like he spent another summer at Nando's. What is it with his gut? Like, how can you not be in shape? He just. I mean, is it me, or does he look overweight?
No, he does look tubby. Yeah, he does look tubby. Unless he's just one of those that naturally looks tubby.
Well, I was going to say as well, the older he gets as well, right? The more he's just going to put on and
but
drop.
you know what? The older you get, the more effort you should put in, to be honest, because these young
True.
lads are going to be.
That's
Look at
what Vardy
Cristiano
did.
Ronaldo. He's still got like a 200 pack, isn't he? When his fitness is insane.
By the time I was 40, the moves had definitely, fully and truly, had come on nice and strong. And I don't know how you keep that. Those belly and the moves are the danger areas. And he's got the belly, the moves are coming.
I've heard that James Milner at 40 years old still won the beep test. The last club he was at.
Really?
Yeah.
I think
He is a bit of a
Vardy
sicko,
used to
though.
always win it. Vardy used to always win the beat test.
There you go then. That's impressive. I know that Milner, like I've seen him for fun. What he does on like a Friday night is he just goes for a run. That's the sort of sicko he is. He's just like doing it on social media. I'm just a bit bored, so I fancied going for a 2.5 hour run on my treadmill at intensity 18 or something ridiculous like that, So that's
Wax
essentially
Lyrical. I was going to say Wax Lyrical said I'm 46 and a right fat shit. Yeah.
Yeah, nice on the press there. I think we started reasonable this half.
What do you think to this? I just saw somebody put online that why isn't Ndidi playing when it looks like he's leaving? Oh, are you?
Oh, that should have been who was that? Ricky or Ndidi?
Ndidi,
yeah.
Ndidi missing an open goal. Who would have thought?
Well, it was saved off the line. To be fair,
He's a DM ball winner.
Yeah,
he should have finished that though.
He should have. To be honest, I think IU should have finished that. But that, yeah,
you've got to be burying that. You've got to be burying.
He's gone for accuracy. I think you need power there.
Hit the target, Wolf.
He did. He hit the target.
He did hit the target. It's a crap load.
He hit the goalkeeper, which I think was the hardest thing to do there, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that was great for Will Albert there. Then if you saw that move.
I know the finish is crap, but you do see that late arrival from Wilf getting in the box as a DM. He does get in that position on the edge of the box, trying to run into it late. And it's fair play to him because someone else who plays DM doesn't always do that.
Yeah, that's a fact. Well, here we go. Wilf left footed. Nice hung up cross. No, keeper's got it. Oh, what's happened there? The team's had a nightmare there.
Sean is saying, are you Olympiacos? Has he been linked with Olympiacos?
Not from what I've seen, no.
Well, him and Marinakis will enjoy their dinner together to discuss it for sure.
Who was that? Whose shot was that there? It just went way over. Oh.
Still pre-season, lads. Give it some time. I think the one where you've got to have concerns, if there are any, is that last one when we play Fiorentina. That's obviously going to be the best opposition we play as well. But do you remember last season we played Lons in that final pre-season friendly?
Yeah.
And that was just like, as Luke said, he said we're getting relegated. He said it after 20 minutes. It's like, it does look that way, doesn't it?
Well, the negative vibe started pretty early with Cooper, didn't it? After that pre-season,
even before that. But that game was particularly depressing because that was just like there's no cohesive structure. The players look not just forget disinterested. They look worried. They look nervous. They look like they didn't know what they were doing. They look like they didn't buy into it. We're getting Papi Mendy was looking like prime Zico. Not good. Oh, well, one back there. No, he's giving it away.
There's a great name from the past, Anil Zico. Ooh, what a player.
Did he ever win the European Footballer of the Year? Because there was no Ballon. I'd have to check that.
No, I don't think he did. And they were really unlucky because they say it's the best They say the best ever team to not win the World Cup that it was in was 82 Brazil. It was absolutely brilliant team that probably should have won that tournament. I think Italy won it with Paolo Rossi when he came out of jail and scored a bunch of goals.
Correct.
But that Zico, Careca, Socrates in that team was just it's a sick team.
Some of these Brazilian names just they're so cool as well. Socrates.
Yeah.
And he was a deep lying playmaker as well, wasn't he? That's what I'd expect as someone called Socrates to be the intelligent, that's probably why he got the nickname, to be fair.
Didn't he he played for some English team when he was like 50 or something?
Yeah, Gosworth Town or something like that.
Something like that, wasn't it? Crazy.
Yeah, 74 Holland. That's what my dad used to say.
That's with Cruyff and Neeskins and some of the other great Dutch players. Yeah, that's a good shout.
Yeah,
very good shout.
The thing is, 82 team. They had weird formats though, didn't they? Like they played group stages, and you got to the World Cup final if you were top of the league. So it wasn't.
We mentioned this before when I was talking to Wolfie, that the 82, the last group games were staggered, so they weren't at the same time. Yeah. And that was the one where, because Algeria beat West Germany in the first group game and the results got messed up, the Germany-Austria, if it was a 1-0 win to Germany-Austria, both teams went through. Germany scored and then everybody stopped playing. So after that tournament is when FIFA changed the rules that the last stage has to be at the same time.
Is he offside? Yeah, no, he's offside. He was offside.
Was that Ayew,
yeah? Looking for the move quickly, though, there. Try and play quickly.
Manny's just lurking in the shadows.
Sorry, it's getting... I'm 2 hours ahead of you, like, time zone, so it's like, what is it? 10 to 9. Do you want to see that one?
There, Manny, is it still like 30?
Mate. It's probably it's about 29, 30, so like it cools down in the evening a bit. It's nice. And if I'm going to show off, I better not show my neighbours. But
you know what, Will Alves, keep an eye on him. He's been our best player this half, no doubt about it. He's making things happen.
That a foul, yeah. Apparently so. Yeah, I can't wait till I get to Turkey, man.
When are you going?
September.
Where are you going?
Time you've been there, Lox?
Is it what? Sorry,
you went there last year, did you not? As well?
Yeah, this will be the fourth year in a row.
Wow.
Oh, where are you going?
Are you doing Turkish tinted glasses?
Maybe. No, but Dalaman. Dalaman's where I'm going. Yeah. Dalaman area. Ooh, trying to play out of trouble.
Press is nice.
Yeah.
Skegness is better this time of year, somebody said.
I'm very sorry to hear that, Banana.
Why did we not score yet?
Because indeed he missed an open goal.
Yeah, blame it on him. Get the pink away kit and rep it in Turkey. I will do that.
It does feel like if they wanted to... Well, they're clearly keeping a couple of gears. You don't want to, show all your cards. You don't want to overdo it. You don't want to overstretch and pull a hamstring. You don't want to get injured, put a tackle in too harsh. Just knock it about, enjoy the weather, make your little link-ups, keep yourself fresh, all good.
Fatawi warming up.
I'd say more than that, right? For me, it's because they are clearly playing a different style to what they're used to. And it takes time to get used to that style. So you can see here that the movement and off the ball work is pretty decent. But definitely when they're going for that incisive passing, it's been off all game, in my opinion. That's going to take time for them to get used to that.
I don't know if this is intentional, right? Instructional, but
yeah.
But nearly every time we've had a free kick, it's been taken quick. Like it's been taken straight away.
Yeah. Exactly. Because that's the big thing. He's trying to inject the tempo. I wouldn't be surprised. To listen in if he's telling them quick, faster. Rapid. Because like I say, this sort of style, the way that it works is you just put that injection of pace in, right? And it's just too fast. Just opposition. It doesn't matter if you're standing in the right places, you can't get back because the ball was played too fast.
Joe, I've never been to Turkey. Is it worth going? This is my first time, and so far, can say it's been good. Yeah, the people have been extremely
missed
kind.
again.
Wait, hold on a sec. Was that was
That was
Samari?
Booba.
That
Yeah.
was like 2 yards out. What happened there? Ball in. Vestergaard headed down. Yeah. Awkward bounce. Yeah, Turkey's great, man. I did 3 years on the bounce in Greece and then 3 years so far on the bounce in Turkey. I like both.
I normally go to Spain.
Because I used to live in Cyprus for a bit, and the Turkish side of that, what was amazing about the beaches is there were some stretches of the beach where there was absolutely nobody. So you could go on this like crystal clear blue sea and have no one around you. It's like so amazing to have that, right? Because normally you would just have like, massive tourist resort and all that sort of thing. So is it very busy there? Or
nice spots. I did a little trip. They call it the Turkish Maldives down around the Turkish Riviera. Lots of turquoise water and stuff.
Yeah.
But the beaches were lots of stones and pebbles, and it wasn't quite the Maldives. I've been to the Maldives. The Maldives is a bit unique. I mean, it's freakily. Having said that, I was bored after 3 days. Bored out of my mind after 3 days in the Maldives. Absolutely, literally, like once you've done a jet ski and lots of swimming and eating yourself crazy, I remember just like the hotel here, I enter myself into the pool and table tennis competition every time. So I need something to do. But no, Turkey. I tell you what, in a serious note, because everything is just so crazy expensive these days, that Spain, where I normally go, was almost twice the price of Turkey for exactly the same standard.
Yeah, Turkey's cheaper. It is going up in price, like everything, because more people are going to Turkey now than Greece, just because Greece's prices went up. So now with so many people going to Turkey, Turkey's prices are also going up. So when Turkey gets super expensive, I don't know where people are going to go. Israel?
I don't know if you heard, but North Korea have just opened up their first tourist resort.
Oh, that's fucking hell.
What
the hell? Jesus.
Yeah. People
and he looks at the pitch in disgust, but I don't think it was the pitch.
Yeah, remember everybody, he's better than Hermanson, apparently. No, I'm not slagging him off.
Do you know where's going to be good? As in going to be big? Albania. It's good because it's dirt cheap and you still get, I know, look and see. Yeah,
Croatia's already pretty expensive, is my understanding. But it is great, yeah.
I love going Poland. I love going Poland for like the city breaks and stuff. Yeah, lovely.
Where have you been in Poland? Krakow?
Krakow, Warsaw, and Gdansk.
Went to Manny's favourite.
I love a diag, mate.
And he found
a diag.
Mavadidi. Go on, give us a step over.
Should have passed there. Should have passed.
But I love a diag, particularly when it lands to the foot of the player and he doesn't either at his feet or he doesn't have to break stride to get it. I don't want to see him control it on his chest or his elbow or stretching his leg to pull it down. I want to see it pinpoint perfect.
Ooh.
Good winning back on the. I love it. This when we lose the ball, the press. You saw them snap there. Very nice.
If Phil's there giving a shout to Bulgaria, actually, I've heard someone else was telling me about Bulgaria recently, saying that was good. Never been.
Come to Canada, yeah, maybe one day.
Mate, I did a season in Whistler. Canada is amazing, particularly winters. Like if you like skiing or boarding. Do you like skiing or boarding?
Yeah.
Whistler, Jasper, Banff, these places are outstanding for skiing and boarding. Like the snow is just a different level to Europe.
I was going to say, no, Luke keeps telling me to go to Australia, and I keep saying, no, I don't want to go to Australia. It doesn't appeal to me in the slightest. I don't like... Fatawu! Fatawu's coming on! Abdul is coming on! Love it. And who's that? Is that Jaden?
Page.
Who's number 60? Page on the bench.
I'm a bit surprised he's taken off Will Alves, though, because I was very impressed with Will Alves there. That was a side to him that I hadn't seen before. Mr. Herr Fatawu, if you're in chat,
How tall is Lewis Page? He looks big.
There he is.
Yeah, Alves is coming off. Yeah, for Page.
Guten Abend,
We've
Herr Fatal.
We've definitely been more threatening in front of goal this half.
Yeah.
For sure.
I don't know how many subs they've made, but they look a lot more tired than us. And that, again, is the possession, right? Like, you keep playing this, you're going to keep forcing them into mistakes. And we did that with Enzo as well, right? But I do feel Enzo, it was much slower paced than this, so it's a bit faster paced.
Fatawu. Abdul running down the wing. Abdul, make the Leicester sing. Look at those Fatawu.
What do we make of
Fatawu's
new haircut? Fans or not fans?
I'm a fan.
I worry you. I worry about. Just remember what happened to Wilf, though. He's not been the same player since he cut the hair. I'm worried. This is a Samson and Delilah. If you remember your religious studies at school, Samson and Delilah.
Opposite. Has there ever been a player who's had like a haircut and it's just like unlocked Super Saiyan for them and they just started?
Oh, good. That's a good question, mate.
You could think
All
Messi, but Messi was just good no matter what his hair was.
No,
I think
thought
Messi, when he got the beard, he powered up, in my opinion.
Yeah, I actually think
no beard, and he got the beard, and at the World Cup, he just destroyed everyone.
I think he did a Fofana. When Messi died, obviously Messi was still elite, but when he dyed his hair, I thought he was better before. Before the bleach. Personally.
Red hair Freddie Ljungberg, good shout.
What do you mean this is pathetic? What are you talking about? How is this game pathetic, man? First preseason game with the new manager. Is Ayu, Mavadida, JJ so high, look, in that free man.
Go on. Yes!
Mavadida! Good play that. Good
and
play
there
that.
is your starting striker against Sheffield Wednesday. 2 goals in 2 games. Put some respect on that man's name.
Oh, I thought it was Mavadidi who scored. My bad.
No.
My bad.
It's you think Fatau is the Ghanaian Messi, but I've got news for you. The Ghanaian Messi was here all along, and his name was.
It was
Jordan
a good
Ayew.
finish. That was a good finish. I'll give
it wasn't just that. If you look in that move, he had drifted out on the rotation to be more of an attacking midfield position, so someone else could take. Look at him here. Look, he's on the start wing there. So him and Mavadidi have interchanged. Now look at the position he is, totally free. And that allows him to cut in. Look, he's beaten, might be Farmers, but he's still done that.
Oh, yeah, it's good.
And that's my point, is that Daka, I don't think he's got that kind of intelligence or the touch to sort of drift into those pockets and find those spaces. So that's very reminiscent of, you'd see, I'm going to sound outrageous for saying this, a Michael Laudrup move. I just want to put it into context. In no way am I comparing Jordan Ayew to Michael Laudrup. I'm not that insane. But I'm just saying that the space that he operated in and the finish that he did there was kind of reminiscent of that sort of move. Drifting into the pockets rather than just staying in the number 9 position.
I wonder what his odds are. Top scorer of the championship. Might have to have a little nibble.
Yeah.
I'll be able to get a big price on that.
I'd be a bit
defending
cautious,
was shit,
just because he's not going to be. As I say, I think we're going to be a team that the goals get split around the team. I think normally, like look at Sammy Schmodix when we were in the championship.
They
were like they had one tactic, and that tactic was pass it Sammy and he'll score. So it will probably be a team a bit like that.
What was the top scorer last season for number of goals? Wasn't it like
18
16 or 17? 18 was it?
Yeah. Was it not Josh Brownhill? Like Josh Brownhill was like joint.
He was
something.
one away from it, but in the end, it went to what's his name, Pirot.
With 18,
he scored
Boya
a few.
Signs was up there as well, wasn't he?
Yeah,
that's a low number though historically.
It is. It is a low number historically because it normally is 25 or whatever is probably what you're looking for.
So Fatawu is playing off the right, yeah? Just want to make sure he's not a left wing back like Cooper had. Just making sure. Because I would be calling for Marty out instantly if that happened.
Well, and not left wing back, but I mean, I could see Abdul being used as a 10 or something like that. I think he'd still be... turn it on here.
Abdul still seems very fast twitch, Manny.
Oh,
the
that's
mark.
look. I need to really. I wish I had a giant screen to watch this on rather than pokey
Yeah.
situation. I want to watch Abdul in full 75 inches.
Steady.
You'll do yourself some serious pain if you're going for that sort of size, is what I'm thinking. But yeah, Richard Barker, a nice little passage of play and link ups. That's exactly what we should be seeing with this sort of style. You're seeing the rotations, and I'm not surprised that now you've got both Fatawu and Mabadidi on that you're going to see that sort of stuff more. I mean, they are the fast twitch players. They've got that acceleration. As Manny likes to say, it's not just they're fast, it's fast from a standing still and a control on a ball, right? And that's what gives you the creates
It's
those
the first 5 meters, because all you got to do is beat the first man. Then you're into open space, and then open space is something else.
Yeah.
So I don't know if any of you like 100 meters, but do you know Mark? I think is it Mark? What's his name? Coleman, the sprinter. Like, he is unbelievable over 30 meters. No one would ever get past. He's way faster than Usain Bolt over 30 meters.
Wow, really?
But the second 50 in the 100, Usain Bolt used to just come charging through.
Is he like 5'10" or something like that?
He's really short.
Yeah,
Short stride pattern.
Yeah.
Low center of gravity.
Yeah.
Oh, Anil, the music has started. If you can hear lots of background noise, let me know, please.
Luckily, we can't. It looks like noise cancelling is done.
Oh, that's good.
Are you again? Here we go on the break. Nice for Fatawu, go on. Oh, Fatawu almost got the goal on this.
Was that Abdul?
Yeah.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah. It was Abdul. He probably should have scored there. Or to be honest, maybe he should have squared for Mabadidi, but
Look, I think it's important. I say it again. Mr. Chuggasaurus, I've been absolutely hating on the guy the whole Premier League season. But there's in the Championship season when the format is so different. And look, he picked the ball up very close to the box. He's not picking the ball up near the halfway line and slowing the play down. He can't slow the play down because we're already at the goal. So if you're playing that high and the defence is going to sit that deep, then Ayew does make sense. More sense than Daka does, because we're unlikely to need Daka's pace over distance.
Ayew has been great since he's been on the pitch. There's no two ways about it. He's not slowed the game down. There, look again. He dropped deep to be the false nine. He turned. He played in Fatawu, and Fatawu could have scored. Everything you want your false nine to do is like, if we play correctly, he will be giving goals to Mabadidi and Fatawu more than him being the central striker, because he'll be dropping in and linking in. So for me, it's chalk and cheese. And I'm not saying we don't get another striker, but for me, I think he's got to start. He can play this position. Oh, nice.
Abdul,
there he is.
Abdul's fast twitch. Abdul, look at that.
He's back.
Wow. You love to see it.
If
That's
we were
a big
sharper
relief.
here, we could get 2 or 3. It's
That's all I wanted to see. Just as long as I know you can still beat that first man, everything else will be good.
Yeah, I think to be fair,
relief.
right? We are playing farmers. We get that, right? But it's still pre-season. It's just about, can you see the attacking patterns of play? Can you understand what we're trying to do? And the answer is yes.
I implore anybody to go back, because I'm sure it's still on the internet, and watch the preseason games from last summer against Shrewsbury. And is Abdul all right? Fuck. That's going to be the thing now. And it was the same with Ricardo for a while. You know, when he goes down.
Yeah.
He's going to be out for a year.
Your heart stops. On that occasion, I thought I actually saw him go down and put his arm up. So that's why I was worried. But yeah, it's so good to see him back, man.
A big shout out here to Mr. Fatawu 124 von Deutschland. He's been waiting for this a long time. Was glaubst du von Abdul?
Baka was just there playing the ball back to JJ from the sidelines, and he looks dejected already because he knows he's got another season on the bench, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, nice turn, Booba. Very nice.
Oh.
Yeah,
very nice.
Oh, Booba. Go on, Fatawu. Hit it. Oh.
You know what, though? Abdul is trying too hard, I would say.
Do you think? I don't know.
He is, but I don't blame him.
He was always
his
like
first time back. Like, to be fair, especially in the preseason friendly, like, let's say that goes in, right? His confidence is just going to be back. He's going to be like, yes, I'm back.
Yeah.
But the other way, as I haven't seen anything that now worries me about Abdul, which I have been worried about a long time. He can still hit the ball cleanly. He's still got that pace off the mark. The rest of it is rustiness, and the rest of it will come.
I think so far, for me, the only disappointment is that he hasn't played Aluko, who I think was outstanding in our last couple of games. Oh, what a ball! Oh, there you go, man. He must love that.
What a touch.
Should be
What a
here,
touch.
surely. Oh, Steffi, mate.
Oh, Steffi. Took it very well. Penalty.
So about Booba, I mean, in the championship, in theory, he should still destroy it, but I don't know if you can afford to have a player on his wages in the championship.
Who?
Booba Samare.
Booba.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably going to want to leave as well, right? He's not going to want to
Yeah.
play. I mean, last time he didn't want to stay, so you'd think it would be the same this year. Manny looks like the guy in the horror film who looks through the window half covered in a shadow.
The only thing I wonder, though, Locks, is that, you know, the championship has changed quite a bit over just the last 2 seasons that we were there.
What a ball
what I
that
mean
is,
by
by
that
the
is
way.
that you're seeing players leave now the championship after a good season for quite big fees and to quite good clubs. As I said, Josh Sargent was another one, right? Kin and Dewsbury Hall, obviously. Amari Hutchinson's, well, actually, he's just played in the Premier League, so that's not really right. But
No, you're right. You're right.
like, especially in Germany, they've worked out like good players in the championship are you're getting them for decent deals for how good they are, you know.
I mean, this is what we're saying about Bilal, right?
Yeah. JJ there. So what I'm wondering is, go on.
Look at this. Shoot.
Greedy, but I can understand it. JJ popping up as the free man there, though.
I was going to say though, like Bilal, if you know, you can go and play for Sunderland or Forest, mate, but stay in the Championship with Leicester for a year, absolutely smash it, and you might have the Chelsea or an Arsenal after you in 12 months' time. That would be my
if you're player of the season as well. You're going to be on massive form. You're going to go for a better deal. So
exactly.
Again,
if he's going to go, I don't want him to go for another team that is in like a relegation battle again. Right? He deserves a better stage than that. You know, don't take that pressure on him and let him go and play for at least a top half club.
Well, I also don't want it dragging on. If you're going to leave, if the club are aware that he wants to leave, or on the flip side, the club are aware they need to sell him for PSR, just do it. Just do it ASAP. Get him out the door. You start planning without him. He's going to take up minutes in the preseason.
I think the problem is, well, more and more though, like, you know, teams don't want to pay wages for an entire summer if they can help it. You know, their PSR is so tight. They're like, well, if we can pick him up in the last month or the last few weeks of the window, I think you'll see a lot of deals getting done in the last 2-3 weeks. I think we'll see our movements then. People are like, well, you know, I don't need to be paying him 80 grand a week for an extra month. That's going to cost me 320 grand.
320 grand.
I was going to say.
Grand. I mean, that's almost a double match bingo prize.
I wonder as well, though, you know, with the player, because a lot of the time it's agent led, right? And if the agent's just like, look, I can just get us another signing on fee, you're just going to take the move, right? Sometimes, a lot of the time with these families, especially players who come from sort of less privileged backgrounds, it's all about the family unit, isn't it? The entourage.
That was a lot of that with Fofana. Fofana had a lot of external pressures for money, shall we say?
I bet.
And so I think his first contract was on 30 grand with us. And he said that was amazing. Like I had to go for the 30 grand a week, or 30 or 40, I think he was on initially. But then when he got that 140, I think that was 120, 130, I think his new contract was with us before the Chelsea move.
Was it?
Yeah. He got I think 6 months before he left, we upped him from 30 to like 120 in a bid to keep him.
I don't think we did that. I don't think we paid that much.
No, it definitely increased a lot though. I didn't think it was that much, but it put him near the high earners at the club.
Someone in the chat or Locks will find out, I'm sure.
Yeah, Abdul looks great for someone who hasn't been there for a long time. You wouldn't have thought he's been out injured for a year from what we've seen so far. I do think that if Enzo was here, he'd be telling him off a little bit, but in a good way.
Is it just me, by the way, that I'm really enjoying Enzo's success on the big stage at the moment? Weird. It's kind of weird.
I think he always came across as a nice guy. He might get annoying though if they do start absolutely dominating the league though.
Or if they start stealing our players.
Wow, I think that could happen anyway.
We were having a discussion in the community chat about keepers, and they bought that Jorgensen from Denmark, didn't they, last summer for about 20 odd. It's got this feeling that they're going to come in still for Mats. Was it 80? Okay. Zahir says it was 80 for Fofana. Fair enough.
Yeah, I thought it was something like that. It's not. It wouldn't. Yeah, I don't know. Somebody said off the pitch, Fatawu is a lively character. It's no surprise to see him back. As happened. Just tuned in. Manny not paid the electricity bill. No,
I'm taking time. I'm in Turkey. I'm taking time out of my holiday, and the wife's giving me a couple hours to spend with you guys.
Apparently, there's a photo of that's got to be fake. Oh, it is fake. Never mind.
So it's a shame you can't hear it because there's literally a massive party going on in the background.
I can hear it. I can hear it. Every few
seconds. Going nuts out there. I was in a phone party at 5 o'clock today. It's like Ibiza 1996.
5 minutes left.
I'd like to see us go for a second though. We look like we were a couple of minutes ago, but now I think we've slowed it down a little bit.
Come on, I want to see an Abdul goal.
Exactly. Where's Abdul's on the left?
Well, he might have swapped the wingers around every now and again. That's a fairly common tactic you see with wingers. Yeah, he has done that. He did. Even Enzo did that from time to time. There'll be like 10-minute phases of the game. Gives the other defenders something to think about, right? He has definitely done that, though. Well spotted.
If my background noise gets too loud, someone tell me, and I'll
it's all right. Yeah.
Do you know what? I'm thinking that your background noise is from the background noise from the game, so that's why I haven't really noticed it. So wow, these Hungarians are lively, aren't they? But
I'll tell you what I'll do. It's a shame I can't.
Oh, here we go. Oh, cut out.
At full time, I'll give you 15 seconds of the dancing music. We can even live stream from straight in the middle of the party if you want. I'll tell you what, some of you would like the Russian girls around here. Blimey.
Any news on Andy King's role? He's just first team coach.
First team
That's
coach
his role.
Now.
Yeah.
And who's who? We know we bought Xavi Khan, but did he bring anyone else from QPR?
No.
Or from Spain?
Not yet.
Just one.
For now, yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if they don't bring anyone else. They might just try and promote from within.
We've still got the old set piece coach, haven't we? Andrew Hughes.
Yeah, he's still around. Look at how high up we are in their half, even though it's just a pre-season friendly. Quite good to see.
Here's Abdul on the left. Nice.
I have to say, I don't like Abdul on the left. I know maybe Marty wants to check it out and see if it works, but we've got Monga and Mavididi in there, and I don't like seeing Abdullah left because he likes to cut in and shoot all the time. And so here, if he goes on the outside and gets to the touchline and puts a cross in, we don't really necessarily play like that. And who's going to be at the end of it to score? I mean, maybe it might work with RU.
Well, no, but the idea is that you do that just for 10 minutes. Then when you flip the wingers back again, because the defenders are used to going back one way, it makes the chance for you.
Yeah,
I
that's a
agree.
fair
If he
point.
started the game like that, I'd be concerned, but I wouldn't be. Oh, Akoli's down. Hit in the chest, it looks like there, or the ribs rather.
Hey, King Leicester, I think everybody actually likes the pink shirts.
I like him.
I don't. I'm with King Leicester. Sorry.
Are you? Oh.
I don't get this pink shirts in football.
Utter woke nonsense.
Yeah, I'm glad someone mentioned it. Yeah.
It's interesting that the LCFC women have just appointed a director of football, but our men's team, no, they didn't appoint a technical director, did they? I thought it was a director of football that they got, not a technical director. I'm pretty sure. Banana says, I've just got an advert off a naked police. What? What are you talking about? Akoli's in pain here on the floor. I think it was just a coming together, wasn't it, from the cross?
Yeah, looks like it.
They're showing the goal back here. Jordan Ayew, like you said, off the left. Shit defending, but good strike.
Yeah. Mizzy Mavadidi's dragged the players. Oh, Lewis Page, sorry, he dragged the players away there.
Is Akoli all right, yeah? Back on his feet, or is he off?
Like it, yeah.
He'll be all right. Have you seen it? He is strong as a bloody ox. Have you seen him? He is a monster of a man. Who would win out of all of our squad members in a fight? I think I'm going to open up with Akoli.
What type of fight? What type of fight?
MMA.
MMA?
UFC style.
He would be up there for sure.
Akoli's like, what's his name? Francis Ngannou.
Yeah. I think Mavadidi might do good. Because he's quite tall, Mavadidi, but I would probably still give it Akoli over Mavadidi.
I reckon Mavadidi's got a really fast jab. Left jab, bang.
I don't know, yeah, maybe. I think Ayew would give it a good go. I think Ayew could win, actually.
Oh, Finn says Boomer, not bad shot.
Fury, looking a bit overweight, but can scrap better than he has any right to.
I reckon, yeah, my money would be on Ayew, to be honest.
Ayew's like latter day.
Yeah.
Go on,
Look at that
Tyson Fury fight. You just think to yourself, who is this traveler in a boxing outfit? And you see him box, you're like, wow, this guy's pretty good, isn't he?
Luke Thomas, Jason says.
Yeah. He'd probably be the ring girl.
I can imagine Ricardo Pereira's quite nimble and, lightweight.
All-time Wasilewski, definitely. He literally fought in the MMA, didn't he? So that's ain't no one beating Marcin.
Street fight. Who would win in a street fight?
You need somebody who's a bit of a biter and an eye gouger in a street fight, man. I don't know. Who'd be filthy, dirty in a street fight?
I would say that's a problem with our squad is we don't really have anyone like that. I think that's why we've got a soft centre.
Yeah,
we need someone like Luis Suarez type character who's going to take a little nibble out of the shoulder.
One like that, do we?
We need to sign a cunt. Sorry to say, like not a proper prick. Do you remember that?
We
do you
need
that
at least one. You don't want to overdo it, but we don't have any. That's for sure.
Do you remember Jose Mourinho in the Spurs documentary where he was like, "I need you to be a bunch of bastards. Like that's what I want you to be." There we go. Cleared from Jakob. We've played the 92 minutes.
Yeah, well, they're going to call it now, I'm sure. There
we go.
There it is.
Full time. 1-0 Leicester win. Lots of minutes on the board for lots of players. Well, actually, Will Alves didn't get many, did he? And a couple others, they came off quite soon. Jordan Ayew's moaning again about something. He's a massive moaner, to be fair. But yeah, let's. I mean, 1-0. What did you make to him? I think it was an encouraging game of football, despite the narrow victory against poor opposition.
I was very encouraged. I think you have to understand like what is pre-season for and what can you use it to ascertain. It is still mainly about fitness, about confidence, but it's about rehearsing your style of play, who's going to be playing where. And this is a brand new manager, right? So we did the analysis show and we did some expectations of what we thought we would see, but we didn't know if it would pan out like that. I think it has been pretty similar to what we predicted it would be. And that's why I'm encouraged. And you saw, I think we played, the ball faster forwards, which was good to see. We tried to play it one touch a lot more often, which was good to see. I think, if you looked at what wasn't really here today, I would say that the fluency, like a lot of the passes broke down. We didn't really sort of string together massive sequences where we just cart the opposition open over and over. But you could see the idea was to try and do that. So I think it's quite promising. I think we did see numerous times that when we turned the ball over, we did look a bit susceptible at the back. Again, it's pre-season. We're going to have to learn how to deal with it. But I'm excited. I think that this style, it's still... The thing is it's like cooking something delicious in your oven, right? That chicken, how many hours have you got to leave it in the oven for? It's not even been in for 10 minutes yet, right? So we got to wait a lot longer. But yes, from what I've seen, I'm curious to see what Manny did. He only caught the second half. I think we were quite good in that second half. And the goal, I think, is indicative of what you will see when you're seeing players swapping positions, dragging other players out the way to make space. It was a good finish. And not only did we score that, I think we made a few other sequences just like that. So very encouraging, I would say. And let's see what will happen with the Marty party.
Manny, what did you make to it in the second half?
Well, only for the second half, but I think the one thing that fans didn't like was the sideways passing at the back. It seemed like you're holding on to it too long, and people think you're just doing it for the sake of it. Now, I believe that there is a purpose to that, but you can clearly see that they weren't holding on to the ball amongst the back four for long periods of time. They are trying to progress that ball forward at a faster pace. Also, you can clearly see the shape is much more aggressive in terms of numbers forward, even more so aggressive than Maresca, regularly having a 4 against 4 against their back four. You are pushing numbers forward, trying to compress the play and get it moving forward. We can obviously see that they're trying to get the ball out wide. You saw, from what I heard in the few minutes I did see of the first half, Monga is getting the ball to Monga. You saw Abdul a bit as well. Mavididi had his moments. So you're still having those wide elements too. I would like to see something go more through the central 10 spot area. I want to see, the occasional 25-yard shot. It's like when we never even... People don't shoot from 20, 25 yards anymore. Everything doesn't have to always be too intricate about trying to pass your way into the net. So there's a few more things I would still like to see, but the diags were there, the shape was there, the intent was there. And I think Anil and Locks were both saying that you can see when we lose the ball, you learn a lot about when we didn't have the ball. And that's another massive thing that we remember from the Premier League last year. So we just look lackadaisical when we don't have the ball. And this time there was a real purpose, intensity. Go and win it back. Go and win it back aggressively. And Marty is clearly pushing that word, intensity. And that's all positive signs, I would say.
Paul says moving the ball quickly more. Absolutely. I've noticed a lot more line breaking, risky passes. I love it, says Ryan May. Positive performance, but we need a fresh striker ASAP. Daka isn't the answer. Someone's been playing too much. Then?
Because we know that Daka isn't the answer, but are you the answer?
I still don't want it to be. I don't want it to be the answer. I want us to go and splash £10 million on a striker. I know that's very unrealistic. That is expecting a lot.
Let me make a counterpoint to you, right? What are you going to get better money for? 10 million for a striker who's good in the Championship, or you wait till you're in the Premier League and you spend 30 million on a Premier League proven striker? Because my argument would be that even if we've got someone like Matthias Quistgarden, is that what you really need when you're a team getting there? Because my concern is that look at Tom Cannon. We spent about 7.5 million on him. he is not going to be good enough for the Premier League. You can see it. The Sheffield United fans could tell you that. So that would be my counterpoint, is that I feel you'd be better off spending money on that position. And now, if you're saying you want to bring in someone on loan or something like that, don't have a problem with that. But look at what we saw there again. That's my question for you. I get it. Everyone likes us the saucy new signing, and a new number 9. That's the most exciting signing you can make generally. But what's more exciting, like I say, some sort of fairly unknown player, or you go and get someone really, really good when you're in the Premier League?
If we sign a player now, that's less PSR room for manoeuvre we have in the Premier League. And what is the point of signing a striker for the Championship? Are you, and even Daka, believe it or not, they'll do a good enough job to survive this year, just like Anil said. And then I think Daka's got what?
Why does it have to be only for the Championship? Like
well,
Fatawu was.
Look, if you can find somebody.
Fatawu has scored 0 goals in the Premier League. Yeah, he got injured, but that's a fact. So to say that he would make it as a Premier League player is still way jumping the gun. Somerville hasn't made it in the Premier League. Dewsbury Hall barely made it in the Premier League. I'm being honest, Locks. You can say it, but if you're looking at purely objective, right, being facts, they have not proven it. In fact, it's been quite a while since a striker has proved it in both the Championship and came up to the Premier League and proved it. I would actually argue the last player who genuinely did that was Mitrovic, and that's because he was in the Premier League before. Delap didn't even prove it in the Championship, weirdly enough. He did prove it in the Premier League. But that's what I'm saying. I get your point, and it's fair enough, as you're saying, well, hang on a minute. Can't we go out, scout someone, and find a player who's not just good in the Championship, but they're good when they get to the Premier League? But I'm saying those sort of players, there's not many players that are like that, right?
There's a massive shortage of strikers around generally too.
Yeah,
massively. Look, we've done the scouting shows, right?
Yeah,
we did it all. Like, I can tell you, it's not easy to find a young, talented, strong, capable, exciting striker. Because if you could find that, every single club in the world is looking for those, and they come at a massive, massive premium. Wingers now, you could find 20 wingers out there who are going to be good. There's loads of kids who want to be wingers. There's loads of kids who want to be midfielders, but strikers is an absolute nightmare to find. So I think Anil just said it. You don't. Why spend £8-10 million on a player now? What we want to do is save that cash, get Jordan Ayew to do his job this season. I think his contract runs out at the end of the season. Daka's contract runs out at the end of the season. Combine their salaries, plus they're now the PSR money that we have. We could really spend 30, 40, even more on a striker that was a key position. Maybe not much more than that. But if we sign a Championship striker for 8 or 10, then we're not going to spend 30 on another one next season.
Look, to defend you a little bit, you've been talking about, I can't pronounce his name correctly, Mark Guyu, is that it? The Chelsea striker.
No, that's Manny. That was Manny, not me. That was Manny.
Well, okay, but fair enough. If somehow you could sign him on a permanent, right, he's still not really proven in the Premier League, right? But he probably could make it there, in my opinion, at least for a team in the sort of bottom 10 teams. He's played in Europe. He's come through the Barcelona Academy. If you're talking about a player like that, I would be, okay, I can buy what you're kind of selling there. But otherwise, like I say, it's every team wants a striker that can do it in the Premier League. The Premier League clubs want a striker that can do it in the Premier League. So to get one in the Championship is very unlikely.
I think the Mark Guiu shout is very good, to be honest. I mean, look, he cost 6 million. Chelsea bought him for 6 million from Barcelona.
Yeah.
If you know, and I think I saw somebody call it ambitious for a Championship team to get him on loan. I don't think it's ambitious. I think you could get that done. And if there's maybe a loan with option to buy or something like that in there, or an obligation, whatever, like we had with Abdul Fatawi, for example, you can bring him in the Championship. If he does well, if you think that can transition into the Premier League, then you can activate that option, right? So, I think maybe I understand what you're saying. Yes, you could sign a Championship ready striker for £5 to £10 million, but then when you get to the Premier League, he's no good. That is a possibility. So maybe a loan with option to buy or an obligation to buy if you get promoted. Maybe that's the route that we need to go down.
Because here's the thing, Lux, right, is you could have it at the end of this season, then Jordan Ayew and Patson Daka are either out of contract or they're gone, right? Yeah. So you manage to get the best of both worlds. You get promoted, you get them off your wage bill, and now you can buy that player who's going to be around there. So that's all I would say, is that I think where that possibility is around, we should be considering that more. But I said this before, it might sound like serious copium, but I feel like the embargo is not a bad thing at all. It would force us to play players and try them. And I think a lot of these players will surprise us. Like, I will for sure be covering. He might only have played for 20 minutes, but Will Alves in his 20 minutes showed something that I've not seen here before, right? So why bring in Brownhill when you've got Lewis Page, Will Alves, some other players looking pretty promising there, who's going to block their pathway? If you really need to, bring that sort of player in January if you want to help get over the line.
Yeah.
The less money we spend now, the more ammo we have to have a real. Remember, that's when we're really going to need it. Like we saw, spending 50, 60 million is not going to be enough. We're going to have to spend 100, 120 to really type of give it a go. Most of our legacy contracts will be off the books now. Pretty much all of them will be gone. There might be Vestergaard, who's almost the only one left. Maybe I think even Winks goes at the end of the season too. So we've got a huge PSR allowance to go and spend money. And what do we really need? Like, this is for the championship. I still think our squad today, with 0 signings, is a playoff minimum squad. Yeah. If not, a top 2 squad. I think people overestimate the quality of the opposition. We've basically got to beat the teams that came down and maybe keep an eye on your Birminghams and your Wrexhams kind of thing. And even with our squad last year, we played. I mean, Ipswich spent 140 odd million, and we still beat them and drew with them. We played Southampton twice, and they spent 100 odd million. We still beat them twice as well. So and we finished above them both, despite them spending twice as well. So I think we've got. Plus, we've got the development of Mongers. Monger's like a new signing. Monger's like a £60 million talented kid that we've got injected into our team. Abdul's like a £50 million talented young player that we've got added to our team. So, I mean, Ben Nelson, I mean, you see Chelsea sniffing around him. You're talking about a £25, £30 million talented centre-back at the back of your team. And we did those. Aluko, I mean, what would Aluko be worth in the open market? So I would say don't spend money. You know, a striker, yeah, you probably need because we've lost so many numbers-wise. Maybe if you could shift some players, then you would replace them. Like you could shift Cody and Vestergaard. You could buy one more centre-back, for example. But I think the focus, as I said repeatedly, is we want to concentrate on getting players out the door more than really focus on getting players in the door. Don't underestimate the quality of these kids. Like I don't think Lewis Page, for example, is far from being ready for the championship. I think he's ready to play in the championship, and he's not going to look out of place.
Yeah, there's. I was wanting to bring this up as well because we didn't really see it here. The stats from the game.
Oh, I'm surprised they had them. Okay.
Yeah, they've been found somewhere. I don't know where. Somebody's posted them. There you go. 15 shots, 7 on target. A couple shots on target there that definitely should have been put away, to be honest with you. But one of them's a goal.
Someone in our group chat, Locks, was saying, "Oh, it's not going to be possession with Marty. Can you bring up that stat again, please?"
Yeah,
didn't pay attention to the analysis. 3 Ps, mate. The possession, Ps. Pressing, position.
Let me. Do we want to have a listen to what Marty said? I can bring it up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's do that. 1 second. Where are we? There we go. LCFC. Hopefully we don't get an advert. Here we go. Right, let me put this on full blast. And let's share the screen. Here we go.
Yeah. Well, Marty, congratulations on a winning start here at Leicester City. How did you see that today?
Well, definitely positive things that we can bring with us. A lot of things to improve, as is normal at this stage. Perhaps the most important for me today was to give a proper chance to everyone. We split 2 teams, 2 11s, and actually even more changes in the second half. But a lot of positive. I'm happy as well about the fact that we won. So.
You said to us yesterday you were struggling a little bit with your voice. Clearly, 90 minutes of shouting has made it a little bit worse. Are you happy, though, with what you saw out there?
Yeah, as I said, I think that we can take some positive from the game, definitely. I like the intention, the attitude of the team, the application. I like that we wanted to see from day one and a team that wants to be dominant, that wants to use the possession to attack. And we try. Obviously, the timing is still on the movements, the timing on those rotations, everything will come. But, yeah, I like as well to see the young boys. I'm very happy with with what I see from Jeremy, from Louis, from Evans, from all the young guys, and as well the application of the experienced players. I like what I saw from Connor, from Yannick, from all the experienced players, and I think that's an interesting mix.
Obviously, you've had the training sessions now, but is it very different as a manager when you actually get to see the group for the first time in a proper game?
Well, I think that what I saw already from day one in terms of training, I think that we try to reply here. Obviously, it's much more fun for everyone, for the fans, for me as a coach, when we can compete. And I said as well that for me it was important as well to win the game. It's a friendly, it's fine, but we're here to win football games. So it's very common in precision to say, the result doesn't matter. For me, it matters always. And that's why I'm happy about the application, and I'm happy about the fact that the team is trying to do what we have been trying to do in trainings.
A very well taken goal from Jordan Ayew, wasn't it?
Fantastic one. As an experienced player, he's got this quality. And of course, we know that he can play in different positions. But today, he scored a fantastic goal in one situation that was not perhaps the easiest one. Instead, we got more situations in the back post, especially situations to score in other occasions. But it's important that he can give us this quality.
I'll just do one last question to save your voice. Another week, of course, in camp with 2 games at the end of that week. What are you hoping to get out of the next 6 days?
Well, definitely today has been as well some top-ups, some hard work after the game for everybody. So we are working as well on this conditional path that will not change during the week, but the approach will be to improve everything we did today. So as long as we're going to play 2 games, probably it's going to be much more minutes for all the players, and that was one of the targets of coming here. But it's going to be an interesting week, definitely.
Thank you very much, Martin. Cheers. Congratulations. Thank you.
There we go. So his voice is gone from screaming at the players, I'm sure, as you can tell. I can hear the party, by the way, Manny.
Sorry.
But no, I was going to say, I mean, what did you make to what he had to say there, Anil, in his interview?
Again, other than this slightly controversial comment about watching young boys, impressed. He said the same thing. He did prioritize his P's, talks about the importance of possession. And he's right. He said, look, it's all about the timing of the runs and the rotations. That's all we need to get right. So I think, again, we'll probably cover this on Tuesday. But the basic idea of what we're trying to do, you could see it clearly. We could see it going for it quite a lot. And I think, that was a big negative of this game, is that sometimes the move broke down too easily, right? But that's going to get fixed, right? Because as the players understand what to do, it's going to start working more. And we did see it a number of times in the game already. We did get these 1, 2, 3 passes, and then all of a sudden we were in. So like I said, great start, in my opinion, to already got that sort of cohesion. What I think was impressive is that the first team had it and the second team had it, right? I think that's, if you're a really good manager or a coach, it doesn't matter who you play in whatever position, they all understand what they're supposed to do and they get the style that you're trying to do. So give this guy, like I say, he's going to need quite a few months to really work it in. But I think for me, a lot to be encouraged with. And what did he have to say? I actually respect the fact that he's lost his voice. That means he is shouting. I mean, again, I didn't like that with Rude, that sometimes he just seemed inactive on the bench, or he was just like, he felt sorry for himself. I think a good manager can instill that energy. Like if they're not pressing enough, you got to be like, get up, move up, travel together, compact the play, chasing. Hey, you, Jordan, why are you not chasing this player? Do that one more time and I'm pulling you off. That's what you got to see. So I'm encouraged, but let's see. When the first defeat comes, obviously people, may think differently. But I think this is a good pick as a manager, and I'm excited to see what else he can do.
I love how Manny's waited until the end of the stream to turn his light on. So that's very good. Well
mate, it's mosquitoes. Mate, mosquitoes love me. So I'll switch this light on. These are the sacrifices I make. I'm going to end up with about 15 bites by the end of this chat now.
You've not got any spray? You've not got any spray on? You should be putting
those sprays are rubbish and they stink as well.
They work. They work.
They work. I don't like that.
Final words now?
On the interview, it's not just what you say, it's kind of how you say it that I look for. Like I used to play lots of poker, and you're trying to read body language, and you're trying to read, is the guy talking, but he's actually BSing you. You're trying to look for little weaknesses. And I'm going to say something that's definitely everyone's going to laugh at, say it's mental, but, there's a difference, right? What you're looking for, you see this bit in between your eyebrows? If the guy is dead straight, he's a bluffer. If he's got that intensity there and he's mopping his brow, he is projecting intensity and he's focusing on what you're saying. So I kind of look like this I try and look for their skin rolling in between the eyebrows. I want to see that this guy, when he says something, is saying it to me with intensity, with passion. And when you combine it with the voice, because he's obviously been screaming at everybody, I think he's not the kind of guy that you would just sort of, yeah, whatever, Marty, no worries. And if you watch Rude, if you think I'm crazy, watch some Rude interviews. Rude is just too relaxed. It's all too casual, too calm. You want to see some, passion, some intensity, some fire. And he's definitely got a bit of Spanish fire about him for sure. And you can hear it in his voice, and you can see it by the way he looks at you. Sometimes you think, is he listening to what I'm saying, or does he want to punch me in the face? I'm not really sure. And I kind of like that skin rolling. Yeah, I know it sounds mad, but it's one of those things that I personally look for.
I was going to say this. We're into phase 3 of Manny fast twitch eyebrows now. So there we go.
Fast twitch brows. Yeah, that's what I want.
Ryan, mate, did I just stay up till 2 a.m. for a preseason friendly? Absolutely. Yeah, mate. Thanks for being here. Thanks to everybody who's been here. It's over 650 of you watching. Big shout out. And we are going to end it here. We will be live tomorrow, 9:30 a.m., of course, for Good Morning Foxes. And we will have, guess who will be on Good Morning Foxes tomorrow? Here's a little spoiler. Of course, Graham will be on with his hats, I'm sure. So we'll be back at 9:30 a.m. tomorrow morning for that. Call-in show Monday, all that good stuff. Yeah. There you go. Manny giving us one last little...
I'm going to go for a bit of skinny dipping night swimming now. So I'll see you guys.
God's sake. Did you... Right, we're ending there. Cheers all. See you soon. See you in the morning. Bye-bye. Massive thank you to today's sponsor, Match Bingo. Over 200 grand has been paid out to players so far by taking sports betting, football and bingo and combining them into one amazing app. Make sure to get your bingo card for any Leicester City game in the upcoming season. Click that link in the description or via the QR code on screen.